What's up, team? How's everybody doing today? All right, today is day one of the World Series of Day Trading. Let's do this, guys. Let's win. Sorry, I know I kind of look like a cyborg right now because of my green screen's all out of whack. So it should look better. Hold on one second. Just getting everybody getting it all straight. So everybody's ready to win this thing, huh? Let's win. Let's do it. What's up, Young? What's up, man? All right, guys. Yeah, I'll be back in just a second. Making myself some coffee, and yeah, we should be all right to win this thing. So let's do it. Some stocks that I'm kind of looking at are a lot of penny stocks today, really, but FSLY. FSLY looks interesting here. Going to keep an eye on that one. The overall market is down some in pre-market, which might be good for fades. I think this $300 level is such a significant level here in the SPY that I'm going to keep an eye on that one for sure. It's actually beneath that now, and so we'll see what happens with it. We also have CBRL gapping up some. We've got OSTK gapping up a little bit here after a big drop. We got IHG. Snapchat here. We got Snapchat. So we don't honestly we don't have a ton of volume right now. We got SQ, but we have some movement. SQ looks interesting. I'm gonna go give my kids a hug goodbye. My kids are leaving to go to school right now, so I'll be back in like I don't know, like a minute, maybe 30 seconds. So I'll be right back, guys. All right, team, let's do this. Let's do this, guys. All right, so let me fix this camera. All right. All right, guys. So the SPY is down some today. So you see the overall market is mostly down. We'll look up some catalysts in a minute. I'm all set up for the World Series of day trading. Let's do it. Today is day one. Remember, I've been telling people this all day in Discord. My advice for everybody is just to take it slow today. There's no reason to push too hard today. You can take it slow. We can analyze the leaderboards to see what everyone else is doing with regard to sizing, because sizing is key here. You got to take the right size, and you want to be able to compete with everybody else without risking too much money. And so remember to analyze not only the price of the stock, guys, but the range of the stock, because a stock can be $2 and have a larger range than a $30 stock. And so you need to understand how to analyze the entire intraday range of that stock. And if your risk is too big, you need to scale down a little bit. Okay, and that's the way you protect yourself in these competitions. That's what I suggest you do. That's what I'm going to do today. And so, yeah, let's win this thing, team. Let's do it. But, yeah, that's my advice for everybody today. Yeah, Daniel, I heard somebody else had that issue as well, man. Yeah, just make sure you're in server 7 or 8. Those are the two servers. Yeah, what I had to do, so when I changed my password, I had clicked, so let me show you an example, right? So when I changed my password, I had this remember password thing clicked, right? And whenever I had this remember password thing clicked, and I changed my password to my new password, when I tried to log in, it didn't let me work. And so what I had to do is I had to uncheck this, and I had to delete the password, and then I had to hand type the new password that I actually put in. The new password that it made me create, because apparently when I clicked remember password, it saved the old password that they gave me, even though I created a new one. And so I had to type in the newly created password that I made, if that makes sense. And so maybe try that. I'm not sure, but that's what I would do. Or that's what worked for me. Whoa, I look like a cyborg, guys. I see that. I look like a cyborg here. Let me edit these settings a little bit. I got my beginner trading coffee mug here, you know, VWAP fade, but I don't think my green screen's going to allow people to see it. Let me see. There you go. You can see it there. Got my VWAP fade coffee mug, guys. Let's do it. Appreciate all the new subs today. Remember, if it's your first time here, if you're a part of my team on the competition, remember to hit the subscribe button. We day trade live on stream every weekday morning. We day trade live every single day. So hit the subscribe button. Click the bell if you want to turn on notifications. We go live every single day. And yeah, let's win this thing, guys. I'm ready. I'm excited. It'll be a nice little break from trading. I don't know if you guys caught the P&L, and if you're part of our Discord, I posted my entire trade log yesterday. But I did come back and end green, at least in gross profits, yesterday. And like I said, I kind of felt a little guilty trading that much. But, I mean, I was down like $200 plus commissions. And I ended up fighting my way back and ending green, at least in gross profits. Full transparency, though, yesterday I probably ended red after commissions were taken out. But it's much better than the $200 initial loss that I took. And so not too bad. You know, we'll see what happens today. The competition will be a nice little break. I had a really solid 3 or 4 months of trading. And then the last like 3 or 4 days have just been tough with live trading. So the competition will be a nice break from it. We'll see what we get today. So we got some movement. MTCH, we got ANF, Abercrombie and Fitch. We got gold here, gapping up some, but honestly, it's a little bit slower day today in the market. So there's no need to push hard every single day, guys. We don't have to go crazy every single day. And like I said, it's a little bit of a dull day today. We're really not getting that much action here. We got Snapchat. It's honestly one of the more dull days we've had in a while. A lot of penny stocks are actually moving. So we got OPTT, we got ACRS. I don't think many of these are going to be tradable for us, though. We got JAGX here, CTST. We got SBGL, EVOK, PACB, Yuma. SQ, I know we can trade SQ, OSTK, and so my main watches are S2, SQ, OSTK, Snap, SNAP, IBN, and TOT. We'll see if we can find anything else, though. Like I said, kind of a dull day right now. Let me know what your favorite watch is today in the chat. Let me know what your watch is in the chat. Commissions are going to be they're 0.006 cents per share, but there is $1.50 per trade minimum, and then there's some fees as well. I think they've calculated it out to be around 0.0075 cents per share is around what your commissions are going to be. Mateo. That's right, Joseph. Yeah. Stefan, man, I know, bro. What's up, Daily? The morning looks alright. What's up, team? Yeah, man. I mean, honestly, I got some light back here. The sunlight should help. But honestly, with the green screen here, it just depends on what I'm using. Like, if I have the Thinkorswim background here, like you can see, like this, the chart above me. If I have the Thinkorswim background, then it works fine, right? But if I, like, switch it over and it's just, like, a lighter background, then I look like a cyborg. Ready? Like, if I do that, now I'm all cyborgish, right? And so the best thing I can do is just kind of keep it with a chart background like I like. You know, but I'm going to leave this up because I do kind of want to see what's moving right now in the market. NKTR. But yeah, SQ, AMD. My main watches are AMD, SQ, maybe ZNGA. I don't mind that one. Snap, SNAP. And OSTK. Those are my main watches today because they're all tradable and they have some volume. We also have some gap downs with FNKO. I'll go ahead and put my list here so you guys can see it. Correct, Master. That's correct. But I mean, even still, guys, that is extremely cheap relative to almost any other platform I've used, except for like Webull and Robinhood. That's extremely cheap. Like $1.50. Like most platforms are going to charge you $15 per trade with, even if you buy 100 shares. And that's why I think it's really good for small sizing, right? You can take 100 shares. You got to make 3 cents with 100 shares to recoup your commissions, and that's manageable for sure. All right, so we got AMD. I'm going to include some penny stocks on my watch list, even though I know we can't trade them. Or I might just include a different watch list for penny stocks for all the penny stock traders out there. All right, here's some penny stocks that are moving. Oh, no, you're right, Master. Yeah, no worries, brother. There's some penny stocks. My main watch list, though. I look like a Pikachu with the red cheeks. Yeah, man. Like I said, I'm a cyborg here. Here, look. This way it's better. Like, I have this green screen, but, like, when I have whenever it has a lighter background, then it just kind of screws it up. It makes it difficult to see, you know. Now it looks better, but if I use man, these gnats are everywhere. If I use the lighter background of trade ideas, then it ends up hurting it a little bit. All right, but yeah, so my watch list for this competition, or my watch list for today is as follows. I'll go ahead and post that. Let me look at NVO. Yeah, I mean, this is really my main watch list so far. I'm not seeing too much else I really like today. Maybe I'll watch MU as well, and maybe Roku. That's what I'm really watching right now. That's my mostly my watch list. But yeah, we'll see what we get. It should be a fun day regardless. It'll be a nice break. You know, the last 3-4 days of trading have been really tough, and I was able to kind of end green in gross profits yesterday, but I was still losing after commissions, and so it's just been a tough few days. What's up, Relentless? What's up, brother? All right, team, let's do this. I got my coffee. We got 40 minutes until the bell. Like I said, guys, remember, if you're on my team in this competition, my suggestion and advice to you is just to take it slow today. I'll be posting the leaderboards, and you'll be able to see the leaders of not only the team, but the overall competition itself. And we're going to analyze those leaderboards to see what kind of share size we should take, right? We're not going to go crazy. Remember, the $3,500 max loss follows you up, right? So for instance, if you make $240,000 or $243,500 in equity in your account, if you bring it up, basically, if you bring your account up $3,500, your max loss moves up as well. Your daily max loss moves up to $240,000. And so if you lose more than $3,500 on any particular day at any point in time during the competition, you're out. You lose the competition. You're out of the competition. And so with that said, you want to make sure to use a reasonable share size. You don't need to go crazy here. We can judge the leaderboards. We have 6 full days of trading in this competition. There's no reason to go crazy and just lose your account today, guys. Just take it slow. Let's analyze the leaderboards. I'll probably start in with like 1,000 shares, something reasonable like 1,000 shares, maybe 2,000 shares. It all depends on the range of the stock as well. Because like I said earlier, a stock can be a $5 stock and have a larger range than a $50 stock. And so not only analyzing the price of the stock is important, but analyzing the actual range of the stock, because some small cap stocks can have huge ranges. And if you buy 1,000 shares of a stock that has a $5 range, you could very easily lose that $3,500 in a few minutes. And so remember, analyze the range, use that to dictate what kind of share size you're ultimately going to take in the competition, guys. So that's my advice. No need to go crazy today. I'm not really loving the market right now. It's not super favorable for me, at least. But I'm sure we'll find some stuff. Like I said, I'm going to be watching AMD here, and we'll go ahead and look up the news in a minute. I'll be right back. I'm going to go get my headphones, try to see where Mitch is at. How many members do I have in total on your World Series of Day Trading team? I think I have around 700 on my team, around 700. I'm not 100% sure. I think it's roughly around there. I know I had 400. I had around 400, and then we got another boost of about 300. So around 700, I think. Maybe a little bit over that, actually, is what we have. 7 to 800, realistically, is the size of our team. Around 7 to 800 people. But yeah, so AMD's starting to spike up, and you guys know me. This is my baby here. I love AMD. We'll see what happens with it. I'm going to be watching that one for sure. And I'll be right back. I'm going to go get my headphones. I'm going to try to see where Mitch is at. And yeah, we'll see what we got today, guys. I'm excited. It'll be a nice little break. Good morning, Mohammed. What's up, brother? Good morning, man. What's up, James? How you doing, bro? That's right, man. Yeah, let me see where Mitch is at, man. I don't know where Mitch is at. Let me try to get in touch with him. I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna go get my headphones. So I'll be right back. All right, guys. I'm checking to see where Mitch is at. Mitch will be trading with us in the competition too, trading live for it. So let's win, guys. All right, so yeah, let's go ahead. We could go ahead and look up some news for some catalysts this morning is what I'm going to start doing. We'll go ahead and look up some news. The overall market in the SPY is down. You can see the SPY is at 299.70. So bearish morning for the overall market at least today. So yeah, we'll go ahead and look up some news. That's right, Mohammed. Hey, brother, I'd rather have a 0 day than a losing day for sure, man. That's right. All right. I'm going to go ahead and look up some news, guys. If you have anything specific that you want me to look up the catalyst for, like I said, let me know. These scanners are brought to you by Trade Ideas, best scanners in the game by far. Super customizable dynamic scanners allow you to do a lot of different stuff. And so if you want to use Trade Ideas, they're the best scanners in the game by far. If you're interested in checking out these scanners that I'm using, super customizable dynamic scanners, guys. The cool thing is, like, you'll know I have a VWAP fade scanner. VWAP fade's my favorite strategy. I have a VWAP fade scanner I use. And so if you use promo code BT15, you get 15% off. There's the link in the chat. Also, guys, remember, if you want to check out a TradeNet package, the competition has already started, but you can get a huge discount for TradeNet packages by going through my link, and it's also a great way to help support the channel as well. And so I'll post those links as well if you want to check that out. And yeah, let's look up some catalysts this morning, guys. Let's look up some news. All right. So first, what I'm going to look up is some of these penny stocks. I know some people were watching these. So ACRS, probably one of the bigger gap ups here for this gap list that we have. So ACRS, the first one. Let me see what we get. All right, so this company is up after they reported their A101 45% topical solution met all the primary and secondary efficacy endpoints in the pivotal phase 3 trial for the treatment of common warts. And so positive data for this apparently a topical solution bio company or drug company. So ACRS is gapping up after positive data and results from a phase 3 study. And so we'll see where that one goes for ACRS. We also have DRRX here, DRRX. Nice push here. Not that much volume for DRRX. Let me see if I can find the catalyst. We'll come back to DRRX. It honestly doesn't have that much volume. TNXP. Penny stock. I doubt a lot of these are going to be tradable for us in the competition, but TNXP is up after the company reported a licensing deal with Columbia University. So a licensing deal for TNXP. We got OPTT, which is Ocean Power Technology. I have traded this one before. I don't think it's going to be tradable for us, but I'll go ahead and look up the catalyst. This is a quarter one result release. The company reported quarter one sales that increased 551% from the same period last year. So positive quarter one results in sales for OPTT. I think LXRX is tradable. At least it was on the conventional platform. Let me see. Yeah, so LXRX is actually tradable for us. Let me check to see if any of these other ones are. ACRS, DRRX, no. MARK. And so, yeah, most of the other ones aren't going to be. But LXRX is, and it's gapping up from 274 to 290 here for LXRX. Let me see if I can find the catalyst. And this one is tradable for us, guys. Not seeing any catalyst for this one yet. Not seeing any catalyst for this one yet. So we'll have to come back to that one and see if we can find anything. All right, so yeah, moving on. After LXRX, now we can start looking at some of these other ones here. We got NEWR pushing up. This one is up. It was upgraded, it seems. Not showing any catalyst aside from it being upgraded. So we'll see what happens with NEWR, and I'm pretty sure that one's tradable for us. FSLY. This one's solid. It typically has a larger spread, though, and it's a little bit choppy. But we can look up the news for this one, too. Not really any catalyst for this one, which, I mean, it's not really that moving that much, to be honest. So we got CVM. CVM looks good. Let's look at the long-term chart for this one. So CVM is interesting here. Specifically, the daily chart, the longer-term chart looks interesting. You can see it's at 940, so it's right around lifetime highs. I assume it's lifetime highs. Actually, no. So it's right around the highs of the last year at least. Let's see. All right, so it's at the high of the last, the last 2 years. So it's at the 2-year high right now for CVM, gapping up in pre-market. The interesting thing to see if it actually holds where this previous support was. You can see that high of the previous day of Monday was right here at 940 exactly. It's up to 940 to 944, so we'll see if it holds support there or not. I think that's what you want to look for with this one for CVM. Not seeing any catalyst for this one either, honestly, though. mRNA. Let's see what else we got. ZNGA. That one looks okay. What else? CBRO. AU. So gold. Anglo Gold is up. EYE. Let's see what else we got. mRNA. Yeah, like I said, I'm not loving the market today. Not for me. But, I mean, we might get some opportunities. Just I'm not seeing much in pre-market. All right, so yeah, so SQ is one. Squarespace, SQ. We can go ahead and look the catalyst for this one if it has anything. But I don't really see anything either. It might just be up because the market is up. So SQ is what I'm watching. Aside from that, I mean, we got some gap ups, but there's not really much accompanying volume. OSTK is up. Snapchat, AZN. And so those are the ones I'm watching. We can look up the overall market news now. Let's go ahead and look at the overall market news. All right, and this is an ETM preview from MT Newswires, and it says, quote, active broad market exchange traded funds ahead of today's regular session. Velocity shares 3 times inverse crude oil ETNs are linked to the S&P GSCI crude oil index are up 1%. The Spider oil and gas is down 0.7%. So that's still not okay. So yeah, here we go. So it says, quote, U.S. stock futures were mostly lower ahead of the opening bell on geopolitical concerns, as well as mainland China's no-change decision on some rates and lackluster economic data. It says, quote, tensions continue to linger in the Middle East after attacks on 2 major Saudi oil facilities, which cut the country's daily production output by 5.7 million barrels. The U.S. has alleged that Iran was responsible for the attack, but a meeting between U.S. President Trump and Iranian President Hassan Rouhani in New York later this month could still be possible. So weak data from China also weighed in on the market sentiment, underscoring the effects of the protracted trade war with the U.S. Honestly, I think the whole attack is, I don't know what's going on with that, but the market is down from it. Market is down from it. You can look at the SPY here and see that the SPY is down to 299.63. I appreciate the sub, Robert. Welcome to the team, bro. Adil, we got a lot of new subs today. I'm sure a lot of these are on my team, so appreciate the sub, Robert, Roberto, JC, David, Adil. Appreciate the new subscribes, guys. Yeah, like I said, even if you're after this competition, we do this live every day. We trade live on stream every single weekday morning. Day trading live for free on YouTube every single weekday. And so you can watch us trade every single day. We try to be transparent like that. We just try to trade live so you can see us every day. So I just read the news from MT Newswires is what I read. So MT Newswires was the source that I read the news from. All right, we do have Mitch here, guys. So we got Mitch here. So if you're part of Team London, here, Mitch is my partner. He runs beginner trading with me, and he's gonna be here with us today, trading with us too. So we got Mitch here. Let me see. Let me pull him up. What's up, Mitch? Can you hear me? What's up, bro? All right, so we got Mitch here. There's Mitch. Say hi to Mitch, everybody. There we go. All right. So Mitch is going to be here trading with us too. Mitch is a much more patient version of me. You know, a much more patient version of me. Yeah. Oh, wait, they can't hear you. My bad. Here. There you go. Say something, Mitch. My bad, man.
Good morning, traders.
That's right.
Dun, 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 dun.
It's day one.
It's
day one.
Time. Cheers, guys. Here's
Day
some
one.
coffee. Everybody got their coffee. Everybody ready to go. Let's do this.
Yes, sir. That's right, Tar. That's right, brother. I am, man. So if you want to see whether a stock is tradable on TEFs, guys, you go to the trade manager here, and you can see, you go to symbol, and I can type in what's some that's not tradable. OPTT is not tradable. ACRS is not tradable. You'll see it says an N under is tradable, right? But if you want to see whether one is actually tradable, you can look at like LXRX. It has a Y under tradable. Ignore short size. That's insignificant. You can short it even if the short size is 0. So it's the only thing that, at least from my experience, not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure as long as it has a Y under is tradable, that means you can trade it regardless of what the short size says.
All right. Where are those lines at for the competition? Who's ready to take this thing? Who's going to take the lead?
That's right, man. Hey, bro. We're about to win this thing, man. I'm telling you. And if I win the competition, I might give away the package I win. If I place, I'll probably give it away. You know, we'll see, man. Though. I don't know if they'll let me do that. I'll have to see.
So what we looking at today, man? What we thinking about sizing today for you?
Charles, do you want me to reach out and see if they could switch you real quick? It's probably a little bit too late. About to start some drama. No.
No worries. If anything,
honestly, our team is so full. I'm just completely kidding, guys. Our team is so full. Like, we've got like 700 people on our team, 800 people on our team. So it's like, you know, I want you on our team, but man, you know, our team's huge now.
Hey, don't worry. Go win it on the other one, Hamilton.
Right. I still root for you, brother. I still root for you, man.
Definitely, without a doubt.
Wait, you can't hear me? Y'all can hear me, huh? Yeah, sometimes they'll add actually volatile stocks. But yeah, for sizing today, Mitch, my suggestion to everybody here, my suggestion for everybody during this competition is just to take it slow. The first day, you don't need to go crazy. Let's take it slow. Let's analyze the leaderboards and see what everybody else is doing to see what we really need to compete with. I think that's the right way to do it, is just to see what the leaderboards look like with regard to profit and see what the leaderboards are shaping up to be. And then use that to determine the appropriate share size. I'll probably end up trading with like 1,000, maybe 2,000 shares today. But remember, it's not always about sizing. Sometimes it's about the range of the stock, because a $10 stock can have a larger range than a $100 stock. You know, so it depends on the float and a few other things. And so remember to analyze the intraday range. If you jump in a huge range stock, like if a stock has a $5 or $10 range, even if you jump in with 1,000 shares or 500 shares or even 100 shares, you could still lose a ton of money very, very quickly. And so analyze the range of the stock, not only the price, but the range, because that's going to tell you what your risk is going to ultimately be. And so remember that, guys. That's one of the keys here as well.
Yeah, definitely. You know, one of the things I'm going to be doing is just trying to kind of get a feeler trade in. I always feel that feeler trades are good also, especially during the open. A lot of people are going to be feeling the pressure this morning to trade good and to get into the green. So instead of putting so much pressure by increasing your size so far on the first trade, kind of take more of a normal size trade, something that you're used to, and kind of get a feeler for the market, get to know where the direction's headed, and then you can go ahead and start taking more swings. You know, one of the things about having $240,000 in buying power is that the commissions on 1 to 2 trades, it's not going to really hurt you. So it's okay to get out of trades. It's okay to get back into trades. what you need to do is you need to limit the damage when the trade's going against you, and you need to go ahead and stay to your risk and reward points. Because if you're not going to stay to your risk and reward points, you're going to fall off mathematically and lose all the advantage that you have.
Right. And just for the new people, let's go ahead and teach them really quick, a quick lesson in calculating risk reward, right? So say we're in a stock. Let's use my baby AMD right here. Say you're going long in this stock, right? And say that you want to buy the dip. All right, that's a very easy strategy to understand. Let's just say you're going to buy this dip here, right? What you want to look for ultimately is you want to look for confirmation, right? So say you want to enter the stock. Ideally, obviously, you want to enter on this dip right here. Let's say right at around 30.60 to make it even. The next thing you want to do before you get into the trade is determine where your risk is in the trade. So basically, where are you going to get out of this position if it goes against you? Where's your stop out level, right? And so I think you look for confirmation in pre-market. You could look at the long-term chart to see confirmation there. But I think a reasonable area to get out of this chart would be the half dollar of 30.50, which also, would be the half dollar of 30.50, which is also this pre-market level here. If you look over in pre-market, this got some confirmation there. And so your risk, if you get in at 30.60 and your risk is 30.50, what's your risk? Your risk is 10 cents per share, right? And so then the next step is to see where your reward target is, where you're going to take profit if the trade goes your way. Now, just to make this easy, I typically like to prefer to use the previous high of the day, but we're just going to round up to 30.80 to give it a very easy way to calculate it, right? So if your reward target is 30.80, which is right around the previous high of the day, your risk is 30.50, and you enter the stock at 30.60, what's your reward to risk ratio? Your reward to risk ratio is 2 to 1 because your risk is 10 cents here, and your reward is 20 cents up here. And so you're risking 10 cents for a potential 20-cent reward. Your risk is 2 times smaller than your reward target. Your reward target is 2 times larger than your risk. And so you have a favorable ratio in that trade to take advantage of. And that's how you calculate risk reward. And again, you do it before you get into the trade because at that point, you're going to be the most objective. If you're already in a trade and you're going to try to morph your targets to be beneficial for you, then you're going to be less objective, more biased in order for the stock to go in your preferred direction. And it's going to be a less effective way to do it. More emotional for sure as well. And so that's what you want to do in every single trade you get into because that gives you, like Mitch said, that mathematical advantage that you want. Everybody understand that? We got that? That's risk reward calculation 101. And like I said, everybody's a little bit different. It's all subjective. Everybody's going to kind of do it a little bit differently. Some people are going to use the longer term chart. Some people are going to be scalpers and use the intraday chart. I prefer to use pre-market levels, sometimes check for long-term extension, but everybody's a little bit different there.
Yeah. What I really like about this competition is it's given us the ability, guys, to trade pretty much any price range. If you want to trade high cap, you got enough capital there to trade a high cap. You actually got to be careful with the high cap stocks. I think sometimes people forget that high caps have that high range. So definitely don't forget with having $240,000 in buying power, you can definitely get yourself in real danger zones of like having way too big of size in a big stock. If a stock is moving $2-3 on the day and you're jumping in there with 2,000 shares, that's going to be really risky and you're going to run risk of blowing the competition. And that's not what you're trying to do here. What you're trying to do is you're trying to get yourself in positions to make those giant leaps forward. And that's what you need to be doing. Limit the risk on the downside and let the trade work, with that big sizing when it actually does work and goes to your reward points.
Ebro is asking what the basic rules are. So the basic rules for this competition are you get a 240K demo account. You've got a $12,000 total max loss. And so if you go under $12,000 in losses or over $12,000 in losses at any point during the competition, even if it's unrealized, you lose the competition. And the daily max loss is $3,500. And so if you go over $3,500 in max loss on any time during the competition, you're out of the competition. And that daily max loss does in fact follow you up. And so if you bring your account up to say 243,500, your effective new daily max loss is 240K. And so it does follow you up. You want to be very wary of that. You want to understand that. Like I said, no need to go crazy. Get your feet wet. Let's judge the leaderboards today. I'm not trying to lose the competition today. I'm trying to take it slow, see what I can do. Probably jump in with 1,000 shares, but again, that's all dependent on what the range of the stocks I'm looking at are going to be on today. So that's what I'm doing today. So,
Okay, one of the things I want to remind you guys is this 3,500 is really, it's going to be holding the trade. You don't necessarily need to close the trade down 3,500 for it to stop you out.
yeah, it's unrealized
it will automatically do it.
Right.
Yeah. That's one thing I want to remind people, because then they're like, well, I was down 3,000, but it came back.
Yeah.
If it crosses at any point that threshold of that 3,500, instantly you're going to see your position drop out and you're going to be out of the competition. So what you need to do is you need to definitely not get yourself close to that amount. I know I won't let myself get past the 2,500 mark on any day. Doesn't matter how big of sizing I go. I'm not going to get myself within $1,000 of that competition knockout, because you don't want to get knocked out because you swung too much on one day.
Exactly, man.
That shouldn't be the way you get knocked out in this competition. You want to get, if you get knocked out in this competition, you want to be because you took 10 solid trades and it just did not go your way.
Right. And that's exactly right. And it's remember guys, the competition's to have fun. Don't take it too serious. Listen, there's only a small percentage of people that are actually going to win this competition. Like I honestly, I'm probably not. I want to win, of course, and I'm not going to be a buzzkill here, but the goal of this competition is to learn, guys, to learn. It's a really good middle ground for somebody. So with paper, you don't necessarily have the emotions. With live account, you might have too much emotions. This competition is a solid middle ground for new traders to really kind of get their feet wet, have a little bit of pressure on them to perform, but not the full extent of pressure that a live money account's going to give them. And if they do well in the competition and they have fun, maybe they'll move on to a live account. But it's a good middle ground for you to actually learn how to have a little bit of pressure on you as a trader to succeed. And that's what it's about. Point is to have fun, good, solid practice. That's really what this is about, guys. So, remember, take it slow. No need to go crazy today. Let's win this thing. We got 12 minutes until the open. Let's do it.
All right, guys. One thing I want to remind you traders, another rule for the competition is you have to be active on at least 4 of the 6 days. I would recommend being active about 5 of the 6 days. If you want, you can be active 6 days, but don't forget that you can't just kind of make the money first, then just go away and think you're going to win the competition.
Right.
You do need to be active, and I believe they consider active 3 trades in one day.
Yep. So you got to trade at least a few times every day, but that should be easily manageable for sure.
I don't think that'll be the hard part.
If you're up, say 2,000, then you're done. 3,500 same day. Are you out? Yes. Wait. No, I don't think so. I think that your daily max loss is 3,500. I'll put it this way. This is the rules that my contact with TradeNet told me. So these are the rules. I'll read them to you. Or this is his kind of explanation on that. He said it follows you up. If you begin the day at 243,500, then on that day, if you go below 240,000, you are out. And so that's what he said. Whether if you bring it up to like $5,000 and then lose 3,500, so you're still up 1,500, I'm not sure. Yeah. I wouldn't risk that much on. I'd be safe, but I'm not sure to be honest.
I'm posting straight from TradeNet. So the quotes that you can see me right there, holding a daily loss of 3,500, that's straight from them. Holding a total loss of 12,000 at any point during the competition, and reaching an account value of less than 228 or result in disqualification.
Yeah, I'll be posting the leaderboards after each day as well.
All right, guys, let's get back to the stocks. Too much rules talking. Let's get to it. Let's get to the actual things that we want to know about, things that we want to hear. Any great news come out?
So not really. Market's a little dull today, honestly. SPY is down, slightly.
Do you know? Do you know why?
Nope.
All right, it's gonna be the Fed meeting.
Okay.
Fed meeting later on. It should be, I think, at 12:30. Fed meeting.
Is that 12:30 market time?
Yeah, let me look into this exactly the time here. All right.
All right, guys. Breakout or bailout, high frequency scalping, a few ideas to share, pay attention to TLT. So TLT is a 3 times leveraged TMF.
Yeah, and Trump's
so the Fed
calling
meeting
out
is actually tomorrow, not today.
it's tomorrow, but he's calling out the Feds on trying to get them to do a big rate cut. He says that we need it for stimulus for the economy. So everyone's watching that. I think that's really the main thing here. Why you're seeing a slowdown of the volume. I think after we get that speech, we'll definitely get a kickback. There should be some kind of momentum push. Either we're going to get that interest rate cut that the market has already priced in, or we're going to get a dovish Fed, and they'll go away from cutting, and then it's going to be really a kind of sign of concern on what's going to happen. Of course, Trump wants the rate cut, and then the Feds are just trying to worry about the economy itself. I think Trump has kind of that idea that he wants the rate cuts so that the market stays up. That's what he wants. The Feds are worried not about the market. The Feds are worried about the overall economy, and we'll see what they decide. They have a lot more data that they go through.
Yep. Should be interesting.
Things called quantitative easing. So they can figure out if they really need to do a rate cut or not to kind of help inflation and keep inflation at the target price point of 2%.
All right, so yeah, we got GLW with a big gap down here, and this is after they cut their outlook late yesterday. So they cut their outlook for GLW, big gap down from 30 to 2750s. We got
what's concerning to me overall is a lot of stocks have cut their guidance, yet we're still bouncing back to highs.
Checking out what Joseph is saying. Yeah, man. I think we'll be okay. I think that.
I think in the long run, we're building up to that drop. But when will that drop come? Who knows? Who knows?
Yep.
All right, guys. Let's get down to it. Let's see what's the top trades for today. This is when you want to go ahead and start narrowing down, guys. We got about 5 minutes left to the bell. This is when you want to go ahead and try and narrow down, get to about 5 stocks that you're really watching. This way, if the strategy shows up, you're able to get ready to execute that trade and nail it.
The first time you log in, it should make you create a new password. All right, guys, we got 6 minutes left. 6 minutes, guys. Let's do this. It'll be a fun day today. I'm excited for it. Let's win this thing, guys. Team London. Team BT. That's right. Remember, guys, hit that subscribe button. We do this live every single day. If you weren't able to be a part of the competition today, if you weren't able to actually make it, you can still check out TradeNet packages. There's no PDT rule with the funded account program. Their base package comes with 14,000 in buying power to trade with. No PDT rule. You can actually short stocks. Comes with a demo account to trade with, a trading course, and access to their chat room. And you get a huge discount if you go through my link. Plus, it's a great way to help support the channel. And so if you like the platform after using the competition, there's the link in the chat there. Go check them out. That's right, Kat. Let's win this thing. Let's do it. I'm excited. It should be fun. It'll be a nice break. Like I said, if you've been following along with me the last like 3 months, you know that I did really, really well up until about 4 days ago. 4 days ago, little rough patch for me as a trader, and so the competition will be a nice little break from it. It'll be a nice break from my live stressful account, and to have some fun with this competition with our team here. Super excited. Let's win this thing, guys. Let's do it. Less than 5 minutes, guys. Less than 5 minutes. Honestly, I might keep the stream going long today. I don't know how long I'll keep it going, but I'll try to keep it going for a while today since we got the whole team watching and stuff like that. So all right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get this ready here and get everything ready to trade today. I got my account set up. There we go. Let's do this, guys. So, yeah, I'm going to be watching AMD, the SPY overall, MUSQ, Snap, Roku. What else do we get? That's right, Wheel. FRO. We'll see what else we have today. But yeah, maybe some ETFs like the TVIX. But yeah, gonna be keeping an eye on SPY, AMD. Mostly AMD is probably one of my favorites.
All right, let's get this done.
All right, guys, 3 minutes. Let's do it. 24 hours, man. I don't know, bro. I don't know, brother. It's a long time, man. It's a long time. No, David. David, if you're listening to me here, it's not that if we go under 240K. My point is, you can't go over 3,500 in losses on any particular day, right? So if you bring your account, my example was, if you bring your account up to 243,500, effectively making $3,500 in profit, your new daily max loss is 240K. Because basically you can't go over $3,500 in max loss on or in losses on any particular day, even unrealized gains. And so that's what I'm trying to say.
Yep.
All right, guys, let's do this. We paid trade some penny stocks when they're actually tradable for us. All right, guys, we got 1 minute. 1 minute, guys. Let's do it.
Maybe watching that MIK again. You know that one.
Honestly, I traded MRK super well yesterday.
Yeah, I've traded it well, man. I've done really well with this stock. I feel like it just has a tendency to move correct in the pattern and follow the pattern. And when a stock follows a pattern, it can be readable. You might not be right on the first time, but even if you get it right on the second time and you get on the trend the right way, this one has a tendency of holding trend very well, giving you good 10%, 20% moves. That's what we're trying to make here.
All right, guys, we got 15 seconds. 15 seconds. Let's do it. Let's do it. We got CGC spiking up a little bit. We got 15 seconds. So the SPY is at 299.84. So we'll see if we can break that 300. We got the bell. There it is. All right, guys, the competition has effectively started. Let's win this thing. The SPY immediately bounces up to the whole dollar of 300 on the overall SPY. We'll see if it can actually break and hold that level. Quick rejection back down, though. So We'll see what we get. ENPH dropping. We got CGC cannabis stock moving up some. I'll probably keep an eye on the cannabis stocks again today as well. We got AMD.
Nice drop in MU, 20-cent drop.
AMD quick bounce up there, up to 31.15 for AMD. Yeah, so like I said, the SPY went up to 300. It's kind of sideways right now. You can see the wicks on the SPY right now. So a little bit of indecision. AMD spiking up though, up to 31.20 for AMD. 31.23.
Back up there to 28s, 30s.
That's right. All right, guys. SPY up to 299.95. So it looks like it's gonna make that push towards the whole dollar of 300. We'll see. Yep, there's 300. Just broke it. 300.01.02. So it just broke the high of the day on the overall SPY, which is the market. So the SPY just broke up to 300.05. SQ just did the same. It's up to 60.70. MU doing the same thing, pushing up here. AMD doing a quick pullback. But the SPY did break over 300. Maybe going to look at AMD for a VWAP bounce or something of the sorts here at 31.12. See if we get a pullback to 31.12 with the risk level of like 07 maybe. So 5-cent scalp for a quick bounce play on AMD.
All right, looking at 2 VWAP fades here. MRO and Oxy.
Remember to hit the recorder if you're going to. Yep.
Yeah, I kind of remember that.
All right, so the SPY actually just got pushed back below the whole dollar of 300. So there goes the SPY back down to 299s. And the SPY here. There's the SPY. Nice wheel. Hey, nice job, brother. Hey, let's win this thing, guys. All right, so like I said, I typically don't trade the first 5 minutes. If I do trade, it's usually like a quick scalp, and so gonna wait. You know, not gonna rush it here. We're only 3 minutes in, so just taking it slow. Quick turnaround on the SPY, so we should get an AMD drop. But if the SPY starts to tank, I don't know if I'm gonna take the bounce on AMD. I might wait for the SPY to actually pick a direction here because for now the SPY is kind of sideways. I mean, it's up a little bit, but gonna wait for the SPY to actually pick a trend.
That MIK heading towards that $9 support.
Appreciate the sub, Dr. Harish. Welcome, brother. Appreciate it, man.
All right, guys. Don't forget, if you guys see some stocks moving, you guys can put them up on the chat. We'd love to hear about stocks. We're not the biggest fans of realized and unrealized gains, but we'd love to hear you guys talk about your trades, especially when you guys are talking about risk and reward and holding true to your plans.
Look at AMD or look at MU for a VWAP bounce, maybe. A little bit too late. I was looking at AMD. It quickly went down to 31.14. But there's 15. I might take a quick scalp. Let's see. I tried to click it, but actually I didn't get in, which is good because the SPY. Oh, actually, yeah, I'll take a little bit here for AMD. I just jumped in with 1,000 shares of AMD. Very quick drop, so we'll see if we get the bounce back up, but small trade so far. Uh, 12s.
All right, looking at Oxy here for a VWAP fade, guys. Wanted to test up there to 59s. Then I can take the trade here.
I'm getting out of this one. Got out really quick, so I got out right on time. Less than $100 loss on that first trade, which is fine. Gonna look at AMD because we just got a huge drop in AMD. So the microchip stocks are actually falling down, and the SPY's actually up here. So the SPY's testing the $300 level, but man, I avoided a huge loss there. Look at that huge drop. Still very small, less than a $100 loss on the day. Which is why I'm kind of taking it slow. Going to get my feet wet a little bit with trading first. You said you're in something, Mitch?
Nah, I tried to get in here in Oxy, but I have an order out at the VWAP. It's not trying to go to VWAP. It's like slightly below VWAP.
Solely on the move, huh, James? Let me see. But yeah, I avoided a huge loss with AMD because I got out right around that kind of so-so level. So I got out right around '07, and this thing immediately dropped like another 20 cents after that. So, was able to avoid a big loss there.
Yep. That's the key, guys. Remember, it's letting the competition come to you. Don't let one trade determine your competition.
That's right. And in the end, I'm just having fun with it. Like, we'll see what happens. I know the last time we had a competition, I wasn't the most disciplined, and so with this, if I have a losing day, that's okay because you're never really out of the competition. You know what I mean? Like, you're never really out, unless, I mean, of course you're out, but every day's a new day, and even if you take $1,000 loss on any day, you're still fine. Like, that's minuscule relative to what your max loss is. And so just remember that, guys. Don't let one trade determine, hurt your mental capital too much, because it's all just a competition for fun. And that's the key here. It's just remembering it's just for fun, guys. All right, so I'm looking at CGC, see if we get a pullback. The overall market kind of quickly pulled back, but now with AMD up there, I might look for a fade if we can get up to 31.11 with a risk level of 31. Let's see, I guess 31.18. So my risk is about 7 cents per share, and then I'd have a solid reward level down at least to 31, maybe a little bit bigger with that. What happened? Missed.
Look at Oxy. I was waiting for the bounce to 64 right there. We would have had a nice $400 winner right out the start to begin with, guys. A little upsetting, guys. Easy VWAP fade there, guys, for 40 cents on Oxy. Easy fade there. Look at that. 60-cent fade there. $600 trade easily with 1,000 shares.
Yeah, somebody mentioned OSTK here, OSTK, and I actually like this one. So if OSTK can bounce up to 82, I like the risk level of like 94 for about a 12-cent risk. But it's got to actually get up there.
Got a little picky there, man. I had an order out at 63, and it went to 60.
Don't stress it, brother.
Yeah, it's just the first. Got to get over that first miss. That was an easy $600 trade there. All right, missing a couple fades here. Trying to get back in here, trying to find the one that I can get into. I was looking at 3 different stocks in the oil sector, and they all faded. Just never took any of them. Kind of really disappointing. Bounce back in here.
All right, looking at AMD. If AMD can get up to 31.09, we'll see what happens there. OSTK too. If we can get up to 1980, I'm looking at that one. CGC up to 28.15. Gonna look at that one as well. But it all depends on whether we can actually get a bounce up here on AMD. OSTK and AMD both my main watches because they're both falling down really nicely. CGC and Cron look okay. We'll see if we get a bounce back for those. Specifically CGC. Cron looks kind of so-so, not the best. All right, SPY's up to 315. 315 on the SPY. The Momo scanner's right here, brother. So yeah, I'm just being patient. We got a few options.
Gotta take a second before I trade again. That FOMO getting to me.
All right, we got AMD bouncing back. Looks like we're gonna get a VWAP move here. There's 3099s. We need 3107 or 8, and then we can risk off of, like I said before, we could probably risk off of, I guess 14 is what I'd want to risk off of. So my risk is about 6 cents. But we gotta actually get up there first. Same thing with OSTK and CGC. Gonna wait for actual moves in these before.
Yeah, can't miss VWAP fades. That's just gonna kick my butt.
All right, so AMD, we'll see if we can get up here. It's at 31. We're going to look for 3107.
Huge fades on Oxy and MRO. Huge fades there.
Sorry, I don't want to mispronounce your name. If your login and username are not working, make sure you're in the right server. I'm in server 8, but I know some people are in server 7 as well. And so I'm just waiting for some fades. There's one on CGC, actually. There's a fade on CGC. Let's hope I can catch it here. All right, we're at this 15s. Let's see if we get a better spread here. It's just a 4-cent spread. I don't like it that much. See if we get the bid to get back here a little bit. That's a 5-cent spread, just a little bit too much. Hurts my risk reward, unfortunately. See if we get that bid up to like 12 at least. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and get in this one. I know it's a 4-cent spread, but we'll see if we get the drop down to like 05 or something. I got to be weary here. Of where my risk is. A little bit worse spread on this one, so we'll see what happens. $15, $16s. Maybe gonna look at OSTK too. My level 2 is acting a little funny.
Yeah. I'm gonna wait to trade, guys. I'm feeling a little way too much after missing MRO and Oxy. So definitely not the fades you want to miss.
Ew, I'm out of this one. Got squeezed out of CGC, unfortunately. Just a faked out fade. A little bit lower volume. Maybe I shouldn't have got into it. Down 224 on the day. I'm going to wait for some fake out fades from this point on.
Good Lord. I honestly haven't seen a VWAP fade look that pretty in a while.
SPY reversed here. It's down to 301. And maybe I got faked out of CGC. It's just the issue here is the volume for CGC. Crime's kind of doing the same thing too, but look at the SPY here, guys. Look at the SPY get reversed. Look at the SPY. It's back under 300. Kind of looking at OSTK. I think with CGC, it was a pretty looking fade, but I think that the spread and the volume was a little bit too bad. Maybe I probably shouldn't have gotten into that one. But I'm down 225 in the competition. Max loss is 3,500. Total max loss is 12,000. And so there was a reason I took small size when I first got started. Yeah, I'm looking at OSTK too. Yeah, I know some people are having trouble logging in. Just try to be patient, guys. You'll get set back up, I think. Right, that's what I did. I manually deleted the password and retyped the new one. That's what I had to do, and it worked. Yeah, that's me, Sid. But again, I mean, I'm down 225, which is a very small loss relative to like the rules of the competition. Remember, the key here is to take good risk reward and just to take it slow, you know. And so I'm trying to find good risk reward setups, and you know, I'm gonna try to be patient and wait for them. I'm looking at AMD, but AMD, I don't know. AMD hasn't really treated me the best lately. I traded it yesterday too. The issue is like the SPY's just super choppy today. How's everybody else doing, guys? Let me know how you're doing in the chat. Let's do this. Kind of looking at OSTK though. If OSTK can squeeze up here, I like it for the fade. But if I take another fade and it doesn't work, I'm just going to start waiting for fake out fades, because that's typically, like, if fades aren't working, fake out fades generally work a little bit better. Yeah, man. It's a little bit choppy today, man.
Oh, honestly, missed 270-cent fates for 10 to 15-cent risk. That's a little frustrating.
All right. Looking at OSTK, we'll see if we get the move up there. It never quite got up there. And with AMD, I don't know, man. AMD kind of gave me issues yesterday, but I'm still going to wait for 3105 and then risk off of, I don't know, like 3110 for a 5-cent risk. I think that's reasonable. Right now, like the issue right now with my trading is the overall market. SPY is sideways today. So the SPY is sideways with a lot of wicks. So just some indecision in the market right now, guys. And we'll see if we can pick a direction. There's a reason I traded small. You know, you might see 225 and be like, oh no. But realistically, the competition, this is a very small start to the competition. I only took 1,000 shares when I first got started because, like I said earlier, I want to take it slow. The whole point's to have fun, and we're going to try to win. But I don't want to just lose all of my, you know, I don't want to lose all of my mental capital by going crazy at first. My login issue was the server 7 and not the demo. Dude, yeah, it's not the demo account. You're not going to be using a demo account. You're instead going to be using either server 7 or server 8 from my experience is what you're typically going to be trying. So the SPY is bouncing back up. But again, honestly, guys, until we get some type of directional trend confirmation, I'm probably going to stay out of it. I see some fades lining up. But again, the SPY's not picking a direction at this point. It's sideways. We had this really strong move at 837, and then we got a complete reversal all the way back down to the bottom of that range. And so for now, I'm just gonna wait until we actually get a direction change or a direction that's actually confirmed in the market. Because right now, this choppiness is just going to burn through my competition account, and that's not what I want. Yeah, he needs to stay off of Twitter, you know. All right, but yeah, sideways SPY. Honestly, I'm not really loving the market today, man. Market's a little sideways, a little dull. Unless you're trading specifically range bound moves, then I don't know how much we're gonna actually find in the market. So yeah, we'll wait for it to pick a direction. But look at all these wicks on the SPY, just super indecision. CGC ripping up, so glad I got out of that one too.
All right, the one I'm looking at right now is Lulz. Needed to bounce to 112s, 39s again. Try to get back up there and fail. So I can get a triple top. Or at least a double top here at 33s. Looks interesting. Let's see if I can get in a trade, man. Should have took those first two trades.
Yeah, I mean, you're always going to miss trades, man. I miss trades every day, and that's just a part of trading, man. You know, everybody misses trades, you know.
Yeah, it just frustrates me when they're the ones you're looking at. You know, Oxy and MRO, you can't get better fades than that. There's no reason why not to take the trade.
I know, but if you miss it, I mean, I'll put it this way: if you hurt your mental capital so much every time you miss a trade, then you're always going to be upset because everybody always misses trades, man. I know I miss trades. That's just a part of trading, man. It's just a part, you know, and you know, you just gotta kind of reset, move on, don't dwell on it.
I guess it's just the part that I don't understand. We all got learning to do.
Yeah, it's all part of it, man. It's a process for sure. Hey, appreciate the sub, guys. Welcome to the team. Appreciate it.
It's just natural to get FOMO if you see your move and you were gonna risk less than 20 cents and you see it move more than $1, more than almost $2 now. So it's a little frustrating. Easy trade there. They're coming back. I don't know if you want to look at some fades, John, but oil stock's coming back for fades again.
It's just the SPY, man. The SPY's just so sideways. SPY's just so sideways after the first few trades. I mean, let's put it this way. I'd rather be you right now than me. You know, I had 2 losing trades, so, you know, you missed a few. You're all right, bro. You know.
Yeah, just waiting. Stocks that are fading for me is CVX and XOM.
ExxonMobil. Yeah, so there's the SPY testing 300 again. But yeah, the more the market acts like this, the more I kind of want to scalp. Just because it's a little bit tougher.
Today's one of those days I just gotta laugh it off and just be patient because I'm just missing moves by pennies. They're good calls, just missing move by pennies.
Alright, let's see. Here we got OSTK. OSTK can get up to 35. Like I said, I'll take it. It's just a big risk, man. Now the risk reward. Now with the VWAP so low, the risk reward's not as good for OSTK unless I give myself a tighter risk of like 50, which I guess is reasonable. So let's see. If I use this level here at 58 as my risk is about what? 28 cents. Or let me see, from 35 up to, no, about 22 cents. So 22 cents, and then my reward is from 35 down to 85. So yeah, so that's actually really solid. What is that, a 50-cent reward with a 22-cent risk? That's not bad with OSTK. Look to maybe take that if we can get in here. Short it with a risk of 58. Reward level of 85 or so. That doesn't look too bad. We'll see what the market does though. The market is still sideways. It goes down and then back up. Almost makes me want to long the SPY on dips and short the SPY on bounces because the range is so tight there. AMD got another bounce back. Am I long biased for the morning? Honestly, I'm not really biased towards anything right now. The SPY is just sideways, and so if the SPY was ripping up, I would. With a lot of the microchip stocks I'm watching, they're more bullish or bearish. I'm sorry, they're more bearish right now. So like AMD, MU. So cannabis stocks are sideways too, and so it all depends. I'm trying not to be biased in any particular direction until we get some type of movement and some type of bounce to get in favorable risk reward levels. But again, it's just been a tough week, you know.
Let's go. It's time to nail a trade.
What about SQ, man? What did SQ do? I moved on from SQ today. SQ, if SQ can get up there, I might take it. I use a 60.04 risk, so my risk is like 22 cents. It's not bad. We'll wait for it. There's the SPY up to 315. So like I said, I really want the SPY to pick a direction, because if you're trying to trade a mid and high cap stock when the SPY is doing this, it's going to be an uphill battle. You know, like look at the SPY, man. Look at the range of the SPY today, guys. So just be careful. I'm taking it slow today. Hopefully we get some good movement tomorrow, but for now, the SPY needs to actually pick a trend and pick a direction before I try to take anything here. There goes OSTK. Just never got the entry I wanted. AMD's getting back up there, but with the SPY getting closer to the highs, I'm probably not going to take it yet. But with that said, there goes the SPY up to 330. So it's actually kind of pulling in away from the lower bottom of the range and closer to the top of the range now for the SPY. So we'll see what we get with it. All right, maybe AMD here. I don't mind this. Let me fix this so that my volume doesn't overlap. All right, so I'm not going to take a huge size here because, again, the market still hasn't picked a direction, but maybe I'm not going to get it at all because we just kind of fell back down before I could. But if we can get a bounce up to 31.03, I could risk off of like 07 for an extremely small risk with a solid reward target. So like that's what I'm looking at now for AMD. Just looking to short it at the top of this range here. CGC actually broke highs. So CGC in the cannabis sector broke highs. Roku, let's see Roku. I mean, Roku doesn't look like that bad of a fade. Again,
sorry,
though,
I was muted, guys. I'm in CVX here for VWAP fade.
I'm going to short 500 shares of AMD here. See if we get that move to the bottom of the range. And if we get a break over 03, I'm just going to jump out. It's just going to be a small position, though, because, again, the market still hasn't really picked a direction yet. And so until the market breaks out of this range that it's in, I'm not really in love with it either way. So very small position size for this competition. Just getting my feet wet with it because we did get a setup. And, yeah, just getting in so I don't make a dumb decision here. So you said you're in what, Mitch?
CVX.
CVX. Here, I'll throw you up. Yeah, we can throw Mitch up here while we're waiting.
Not a big trade at all, guys. I needed to take a trade. Missed $600 to $700 winner. So Just trying to get back in here, get a feel for it, and then I can take a swing again. One of the things you definitely don't want to do is hesitate, take the wrong trade, kill your whole day. So I'm just taking a fade, something simple that goes towards my strategy. If it works out, I'll get a little gain. If not, just let it go. Not doing much risk here. Just need to take a trade, guys. That MRO and Oxy fades more than $1.70 on one of them and about 60-70 cents on the other. I got to take a trade just to kind of get my head around that. Get my head around that, and then I can worry about trying to take bigger trades. I like this trade here on CVX. It's just since I'm having that emotional reaction right now, I'm trying to get the master of my emotions right now versus trying to get an emotional trade as you're already emotional.
It's all fun, brother. It's all fun. You know what I mean? It's all competition to count. It's all fun. Regardless of how we do, man, it's a good, it's a good learning experience. It's good fun. We got a cool team, It is what it is. Definitely. Like, it'll be a fun experience, man. So let's just enjoy it. We'll try to give the team members, really, it's not about us. If I win, I'm giving my account away anyway, And so SPY actually back down to the bottom of these range. And that's what I say. The SPY is super choppy, guys. And so my advice to anybody right now is just to take it slow. If you're in the competition, I wouldn't trade necessarily large right now, considering how the SPY is acting. Going up to the top of the range, back down to the bottom of the range, back up to the top of the range. It's just not favorable for me, for my style of strategies right now. So goal is just to take it slow for me, at least. And that trade looks good for you, brother.
Yeah, I'm kind of expecting a little bounce here, but I'm still looking good with my risk to reward. So just letting it work, trying to let it break down to the support. The first support would be that 2308. So somewhere in the 2310s, 15s, I can take cover.
Gonna look at OSTK here. SPY's back down to 300. SQ maybe. Roku actually looked like a solid fade too. But yeah, the way I'm doing it, man, is I'm just taking small share size now. So if I want to, I can take a larger swing if I get an A+ setup. But for now, I'm not taking any crazy risks with this account. I'm just trying to get through the first day. I'm not really in love with the market today anyway. And so I'm looking at the bigger picture here, which is just we got 6 days. No need to go crazy on day one. And if the market's not giving me anything super favorable, that's okay, We got OSTK bouncing up here. That might be good. How's everybody else doing today, guys? Nice, Daniel. OSTK's not quite at the VWAP yet. On OSTK, my VWAP's at 1920s. SQ is getting closer to the VWAP at least, though.
Trying to be patient here, guys. All right, guys. Took the trade off.
Yeah, good. I mean, $60 gain. Hey, you're doing better than me.
Triple bottom on the 1 minute. I have a feeling it's going to bounce. I can re-short into it, guys.
Yeah.
I just saw triple bottom. That just means it's bouncing.
Yeah,
like, you can't be kind of ignoring the truths of what the pattern's showing you.
Right.
Triple bottom there at 123.30s. It tried to break it, tried to break it again. I got out.
You do see Mitch's screen, Steven.
I know how that can feel.
You can see Mitch's screen's right there. That's his.
James knows. He's seen it.
Right. I mean, Mitch is trading on Tefs. That's what this is. This is Mitch's screen. He just made that $60.
Yep, just made that $60. Now I got to focus and actually trade here, guys. Like get over that other stocks. Get over the. I
See
hit one of
colors.
the oil stocks on the fade. It wasn't a big winner, but hey, I hit it
Right.
on the fade.
Hey, green is good,
That's
bro.
what matters. Get
Green is
over it.
good, man.
Now let's go ahead and trade, guys. Let's get a nice winner here. What
The
I'm
SPY will
seeing,
pick a direction.
yeah, I'm waiting for the TVIX to pick a direction. Once the TVIX picks a direction, I usually get the SPY to follow right after.
Right.
So, one of the things I do is I watch the TVIX a little bit closer, and then I watch the SPY a little bit further out, so that I can see the quick moves on the TVIX, and then I can see the SPY overall kind of where we're at.
Right. OSTK getting a little bit closer to the VWAP here. This is where I'm going to start getting more and more interesting. If it can get up to 22s on OSTK, I'll start to look to possibly short into it, but we need that 22 level to hold. Here, I'll put myself up now. Since Mitch is out the trade, let's see.
Ooh, MIK with a good fade. Oh, Lord. That was a pretty one. Hope someone got that one. I missed her. Wow, taking this trade, but she was a beauty there at 920s.
Looking at OSTK here, we'll see if we can actually get up there.
Looks like we're trying to break down now on CBX, but not going to let it affect me. Just got to focus on trading here. XOM
Yeah.
looking good also.
Green is good, brother. Green is good, man. You
Up
did it.
one, up two. All right, guys, want XOM to try to break out through 73.40s one more time. If we cannot get through that level, I'll go ahead and I'll hit it. If we do get through the level, you just wait and see if it rejects.
All right, so we're up close to that level that I wanted to enter OSTK at around 23. The risk has changed, though, because the VWAP has dropped. So 23, it's just not as favorable risk-reward now. Where's my risk now? I guess I could use 44 as my risk for OSTK. A little bit too late, though. I think I missed the fade there, unfortunately. Let's see. I will jump in with like a small 300 shares or something if we can get a quick bounce up there and I can get a little bit better entry for OSTK here. Favorable risk reward levels at least. There's AMD. That's it. We get down to 290. I think there's just going to be a ton of support here. All right, we got a beautiful drop. I'm going to go ahead and take half off there for just a little feeler trade. Still holding 250 shares. Nice little fade there for AMD. We're at 89s.
The only thing that's keeping me out of XOM is the low volume right now. I have very low volume here, guys.
I guess I'll hold on to the rest. I think it's almost certain that we're going to get a bounce here for AMD. Because this is just, unless it starts to really squeeze down, I think we're most definitely going to get a bounce here for AMD. But I'm going to hold these 250 shares and just let these work a little bit. See if we get a break under the lows here. Is the ideal situation. Maybe add back if we get a bounce to the VWAP here. But I think a bounce right where we're at now is almost certain. All right, I'm going to go ahead and check on OSTK here. If I get an OSTK, I want it to be like 300 shares. Please don't. I might have missed it. Unfortunate. But we'll see if we get a better entry. I'm watching the bid specifically for OSTK. Yeah, there's the bounce. I'm going to get out of here, the rest of them. So just a little small trade. Like I said, I'm just kind of getting my feet wet today, guys. I'm not going crazy. I'm going to analyze the leaderboards, see what we get. Small green trade on AMD. Now I'm looking at specifically OSTK here. I wanted it up here at 14. I think that's, I hope somebody took it. I know that's one a lot of us were watching today was OSTK right there. And so watching that.
Waiting for the volume to get in here on XOM. Might take the trade here.
How's the sound, everybody? Can everybody hear me? All right, we got CGC. That might be a VWAP bounce. You said you're in something, Mitch?
Nah.
Oh.
I hesitated again.
Nah,
I don't know why I'm hesitating today.
Bro, we got all day. We got all day, all week
All
this week,
day,
bro.
all money.
Right.
And I'm just missing freaking 60-cent fades.
Listen, man. Just think about it. Like, it's a competition, completely fun, just for fun. You know,
No, I
that's
don't
all
know-
it
I
is,
don't know
man.
what it
Don't
is.
stress it.
I-
It is what it is.
That's the one thing. I'll tell you right now, guys. You'll always hear me say it. There's one thing that will get to me, and that's hesitation.
Yep. That's Mitch's
Miss-
kryptonite. We'll put it that
That's
way.
it.
That's Mitch's kryptonite, man.
100%.
If you guys are
If I
just
was
now
Sup-
joining us, my
If I was
kryptonite.
Superman, that's it right there. That's like,
Right. My kryptonite is selling too soon. That'll mess up my mental game. And Mitch's kryptonite is missing trades altogether. And so it is what it is, man. We all have
yeah. I
different
like to pride
personalities.
myself on speed and execution. And so when I have the plan, see the plan, the trade goes following towards the price action, and then I miss entry, those kinds of things frustrate me. And just like every trader, missing trades is
We all
something
got our
that
kryptonite.
frustrates a
Yeah.
lot of traders.
Yeah, WLL just tanking here. Just tanking. What does Soli end up doing? Maybe I jumped out of AMD too early, but I mean Soli for a fade doesn't look bad. I've traded Soli before and never had solid results with it though.
All right, guys, taking it here, guys. XOM risking off of 73.40s.
All right. I'll throw you up. I'm watching OSTK, guys.
1,000 shares. Let's see what happened here, guys.
All right, there's Mitch. We got Mitch up here. Thinking about whether I should take a little bit of OSTK here or not. Just a little bit too early. Like, my preferred entry is really like 1920 or so, 1915, 1920. And it's at 1906 and 1904 now. I just don't know if that's going to give me the entry I really want yet.
Gotta hang tight here.
Fives. It's not that bad. I might start to scale in with like a small shear size. But there we go. Alright, I'm in OSTK with like 200 shares, so just a little feeler trade. Gonna look to add to it if we get a move up, but just a small trade for now.
There you go, guys. Getting a little crack here, guys. See if we can
Yeah,
get
looks
through the
good.
20s. There's a bounce, guys. Just gotta hold tight here, guys. Bounce should be at 33 max. We shouldn't see 40s pop up at all.
I mean, I think he's just being careful, really. Alright, so I'm up $32 right now in OSTK with just 200 shares. Got a beautiful drop. We're going to see if this drop can keep going here. But yeah, I wish I would have taken the size I've taken all day today. I took 200 shares, so dumb. But hey, green is good, I guess. Up 40 bucks.
All right, guys, paying myself a little bit here. Just
Looks
wanted
solid,
this to
bro.
crack. Trying to get a little bit of money, guys. Trying to get a little bit of cushion so that if I take bigger swings later on in the day, I'll be all right. I'll take $100 and I'll try to let the rest of this work here. This cracks down all the way down to the low. We'll let it keep going. If not, I do kind of expect this bounce up here to 33s. So that's why I took a little bit of profit there.
All right, I just made about let's see what I made on this one. On OSTK, I just made about $70 with 200 shares. More than that now, actually.
There you go. 5,000 shares covering there at 73.18.
Beautiful break.
Let's see the bounce here.
OSTK, beautiful fade so far, guys. See if we get that $0.50 break. We're right around the lows here. I'm still holding a little bit for OSTK.
Yeah, guys, watching also CVX also. I wouldn't mind what's John's strategy here, the VWAP reject.
All right, I got out. Sorry, bitch. My bad, bro.
The VWAP fake out, maybe on CVX. But I needed to hold there. If it breaks out to the 2370s, it'll definitely break out there.
All right, so yeah, I fought back, made about $125 on those last 2 trades. Like I said, just kind of taking it slow here, guys. Just taking it slow, you know.
I can't see my unrealized.
Yeah, I mean, Sid, I'm just taking it slow, brother. Until we get the spy to pick a direction, I'm just like, I know I want to trade, so I'm just taking it small, you know. Maybe my good habits from trading my live money should hopefully translate over here. But down like $100 on the account, so insignificant amount.
Without a doubt.
Yeah, I mean, and it may take me a little while to ease into it. I sent out a mass email to everybody in the competition today, and my advice was just to ease into the competition. You know, you don't go crazy. Don't feel the need to just go crazy, you know. Just ease into it.
That's exactly what I'm trying to do, guys. You guys see me trading actually smaller than I do on my normal account. And the only reason is why? Because I'm not feeling it right now. If I'm not feeling it, there's no point in taking big swings.
Right. Yeah, I made back half my losses. I'm happy with it. Like I said, I don't feel the need to go crazy today. I think I learned from that first competition that we had. And I got out at the right time, too. I got out of OSTK right here at 1860. It's now up to 1890. So, of course, I wish I would have taken a little bit of larger share size. But it is what it is. I mean, I'm just trying to go slow. I think... I put it this way. I don't want to be the team that loses... That the team leader loses their account first day. I'll put it that way. I'm not trying to be that team, bro. I'm not trying to be that team, man. You know?
What happened?
Right. What happened, John? Oh, no. Yeah, so.
Oh, no.
Right. Honestly, though, I'm probably the team leader. Like, I don't claim to be an expert or a guru or anything, man. I just have fun. I trade live every day. That's all I do, man. You know?
That's all it is, man.
Right.
At the end of the day, we're here to show you guys the experience. We're not here to show you guys $1 million.
Right.
If it was for $1 million, I think me and John would sit back and sip Mai Tais all day.
All right. If it's for $1 million, bro, I wouldn't even be on YouTube, man. You know what I mean?
Be hanging out.
Right. I'd be chilling on my yacht. You know what I mean?
It just goes to show you something also with the people that are making that kind of money. Why they stick it around.
Right. I mean, I'll put it. I don't have any problem. I think that anybody that's honest, like, of course, I do YouTube to make money. Like, yeah, I want to help traders too and everything, but, like, yeah, I do it to make money. I mean, that's why anybody does YouTube to make money, and there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I think it's pretty self-evident, the whole, like, you know what I mean? And so getting mad at somebody because, you know, they make money on YouTube, it's just insecurity, you know?
100%.
All right, SQ?
Guys, want to see XOM break down here. If it comes back up to 73.20s, I'm just going to get out, take the profit, take $100. It's 21 showing up. I'm just going to get out of here. It's not wanting to break down, guys. Not being a little bit more patient, trying to just take the money off the table, give myself a cushion on the account. Whenever you have a brand new account, it's always good to get that cushion on day one. You feel a lot better going into day two if you're green on day one. So trying to kind of secure that for the day for me. Now I'm up $146. And now I feel comfortable to go ahead and focus, find the right pattern to take a nice other trade, maybe make, $300, $400 today. And
Right.
I'll be fine with that.
Ease into it, brother. That's right. That's the way to do it, man. All right. So, I'm looking at SQ here for a fake out fade. SQ. If it breaks underneath the VWAP, comes back down specifically to like 70 or 65, and then bounces back up to 75, I can get in with the risk of like 85. Or I could also use 60, but, it's about a 25-cent risk. I would have to size down. But yeah, guys, this is the issue with today overall. Is that the SPY is completely sideways. I don't know if I've ever seen a more sideways market. It literally is super sideways. Look at this.
Look at the hourly chart.
It's just
in one range.
The VWAP is just flat, and the SPY is crossing over and under the VWAP, over and under. So that's telling us it's maintaining a neutral trend. You know, it's not moving in any direction, which is obviously much less favorable for the way I trade. And so, you know, taking it slow.
Yeah. Well, what are the levels that we want to see broken out of for us to see that change that we need to see, John?
Huh?
What's the levels that we want to see break on the SPY where you think is important?
I think the whole dollar of 300 is super important, but I think it's crossing over and under that over and over again. I think that the range now is really right around 299.80s, and then 330 maybe, and then 340 is the top. So I think this range right here is probably, you know, the obvious.
The same way it was yesterday, guys. I talked about it yesterday. 345 is very, very important on this stock. It needs to hold above those 340s and head towards that 301 to get that bullish. And just like John said, on the 299.80s, if we can crack that, let's see if we can get down there to the 299.50s and start heading on the downside. But we're looking for that directional pull so that we can really start getting that move that we need in the stocks that we're trading.
Oh, that's tough, man. If Mir's down, I mean, Mir took a swing, and like I'm not like I said to Mitch and I, it's not like for team leaders like me, like Mir, and like for Mitch and me, you know, we're not like the goal is for you guys. So like I'm just having fun with it. I'm sure he took his swing and he, you know, gave it a shot. And if he would have been successful, I'm sure he would have had you know, a really good shot at winning. But it is what it is. I mean, you know.
Hey, like always, guys. One thing that I would remind you guys is try to remember, don't let one day make this competition for you. Take it like if you actually had this $240,000 account and you were a big swinger. So you're more than willing to take risk, but take the trades that you want to take. Take the strategy you want to take the size you want to take, but always understand that you're going to keep to that risk and reward. You got this, guys. Focus in.
All right, we got OSTK, which is back up there. I mean, I think there's a few different strategies you can use for the competition, right? I'm sure Mir's strategy is I'm going to try to get a really solid win early, and then that'll give me a solid cushion. And there's different strategies, you know, and none of them are necessarily wrong. It's all just dependent on, you know, the person. I'm not mad at Mir. I think I respect Mir because he actually live streams every day, and so I got to respect him for that. You know what I mean? The dude live streams every day, and so you can't say he's not transparent. He does it every day live, and so, you know, I respect live streamers because most people are scared to live stream because it's going to hurt their brand. You know what I mean?
All right, guys. CVX looking really interesting again, guys. Seeing kind of John's pattern here. What do you think about that one, John?
CVS.
Not for you to trade, but CVX.
Oh, CVX.
Chevron.
I like the risk in it. I like the risk up there at 123.70. I think that's a very solid risk level that it's confirmed numerous times. You said this is Chevron. The only issue is that it might be influenced by fundamental factors more than technical factors because it's an oil stock. You know, that's the only issue I have with it. But
I agree. Oil is a very hot commodity right now.
Right. I'm looking at SQ.
The volume yesterday was 2 or 3 times the normal relative volume in the stock. That's why I'm watching it, guys.
All right, so SQ gets a bounce up to 77s. I'm going to short into it. 75, 77.
MIK getting back up there to the resistance. Be careful with a squeeze, guys. Over 925 on that one. 925 potential squeeze on MIK.
Yeah, I'm watching OSTK too. Yeah, that one is right around VWAP. Remember, guys, to hit that subscribe button. And if you're watching the stream and you aren't able to be in the competition, you can still buy you know, a trade that package and you can get them for a pretty cheap discount through my link. And so their packages come with 14,000 in buying power to trade with. There's no PDT rules, so you can day trade as much as you want. It comes with a trading course, a demo account, and access to their chat room. And so I think that bundle makes tons of sense for new traders. It's one of the ways that new traders can get around the PDT rule and also short stocks for a very cheap investment, very, very small starting amount. And so I think that makes sense. If you want to check that out, great way to help support our channel. There's the link in the chat right there. And like I said, remember to hit the subscribe button as well, guys. All right, but yeah, OSTK is right around there. Same thing with SQ here. So my risk in SQ is, let me see, 72s, 74s. All right, I'm going to jump in with 400 shares of SQ. Just a small position with 400 shares. Going to look for a risk level of 60 and a profit target of 50 to 40 is what I'm looking for with SQ.
There's all that volume squeezing towards that 925 for MIK. Be careful there, guys, especially if you're short on that stock. All right, guys, looking to see if CVX can reject off the 69.
SPY ripping up here might influence SQ here. So SPY's up to 315s, and so
Yeah,
gotta watch
bounce
SQ.
off the VWAP.
Yep.
Definitely bounce off of VWAP. So be careful with that, guys. So now it's going to be really important, that 300 for the SPY. It created a flag pattern and now should hold that 300. If we see that 300 break, I'm going to start looking for shorts. If we see the 300 hold, get above 320s, then create a new candle, I think we'll get a push towards that 350.
Yep.
With that much kind of indecision, I'm not trying to jump into stocks right now. I'm trying to let them show me the move first. Be reactive versus predictive.
All right, we got a nice little drop here for SQ. It's still not enough for me to really take profits. Insignificant drop for now. We're gonna look for it to drop down to the $1.50 is really the goal here.
This is what I was worried about in CVX, guys. Is very low volume there. Now we're getting a whole bunch of volume towards the breakout point. This is when you don't want to jump into a stock. This is how you get squeezed. When you see that amount of volume just change into a stock, and it was moving very slow volume up there to the resistance, and then you get the buy volume, this is when you get the squeeze. Now CVX there up there to 75s, and I'm seeing the volume come back into these oil stocks.
Yeah, OSTK is a little bit too late for me. It's too far below VWAP, unfortunately. And so we're going to look for...
There's a push there from the SPY to the 320s. Like I talked about, let's see if we get a new 15-minute candle to hold those 320s. Glad I didn't take the CVX.
Rip. Yeah.
Yeah, I just saw the volume get in it. Like I talked about, low volume going to resistance, then big volume jumping in there. That's dangerous, guys. That's how squeezes happen, because it's a low volume moving towards the resistance. It's not going to take it much to get it above that resistance if it was moving towards there with low volume.
Yeah, OSTK, that bounce back to the VWAP was a nice shorting opportunity as well. And that one is set up for a fade a bunch of times already. So that one's interesting to watch for sure. With this one, with SQ, I just got to watch that previous day's closing price down here. That's definitely going to be a main profit target if we can get a drop down there. And maybe we'll break under it, but I like my entry here with this one, and I can just kind of keep it pretty tight up here.
All right, time to start checking the top 20 list. Finding the top movers that we can trade here, guys.
OSTK is still falling there, so it looks good. CGC ripped below the VWAP. There's the SPY up to 325 here. There's a little bit of a rip.
There you go. What happened, guys? New candle started where? 320. It's just a bullish sign, guys. Let's see if the volume fills in here.
Yeah, I'm targeting 59.40, 59.50, 59.40 is really what I'm targeting. Yeah, with OSTK, it was a VWAP fade, but it never quite got to the VWAP, and that's something I've been seeing the last few days. Is like a lot of times the fades, they're not following through, quite the way I like them the last few days. So. There's 64s. Like I said, though, we want to see a break really down to like 50 here. If we're going to get a bounce, though, it's going to bounce right here. There's 58s. 56. All right, I'm going to take half off there. I'll hold the other 200, see if we get down to like 40, 45 or so.
AMAT looking interesting.
I'm kind of clawing my way back. The issue I did today is I took a little bit larger sizing at first, and then after that, I've taken small sizing. I'll hold the rest of these shares break even for SQ. Maybe
There's
add some back.
There's a SPY, guys.
SPY
Push
breaking
towards
highs.
the 340s.
Yep.
Like I told you guys, candles opened at 320, making it look bullish. Now volume's starting to set in. But the real key is I need to see the volume start breaking out there. I'm not seeing the volume breaking out on the 15-minute. Let's see if we can get volume towards that 350. That's the resistance right there. Let's see it hold and see if it can break above and hold, or use it as a resistance and come back down.
All right, I got out of the rest break even, so small gain. Only down 74 in the day. Kind of plugging away at the loss. We'll see what we get. I really don't mind SQ here, though. Maybe got out a little early there, but I don't mind SQ, especially with the SPY ripping up. I think SQ is part of the SPY, and so I think the SPY ripping up is going to drag this one up, unfortunately. So had to bail out of that one, but small win's a win. Like I said, I'm just going to plug it away at the loss. I mean, here's the thing, though, Ivan. They've been pretty consistent. So, like, the first 2 weeks of September, I only had 2 losing days. In 2 weeks, I had 2 losing days. And I streamed it all live. The last week, definitely been a little bit more difficult with regard to fades. That's right, Sid. Yeah, man. I mean, listen, like I said, I sent out a mass email to all of our members, and today I'm just taking it slow, guys. There's no reason to go crazy today. I just want to take it slow, see what we get, judge the leaderboards more importantly than anything. I just want to judge the leaderboards. The funny thing is, like, I've actually had more green trades today than I've had losing trades. The sizing I just took on the losing trades was much larger, but it's a process. I got to get used to the sizing. I got to get used to, the part of the competition. So, it is what it is. Honestly, I still like SQ here. And if I get a little bit better entry, I might take another swing on it. There's 78s, 79s. The only issue is, like, if you look at the long-term trend, or the actual channel that's being formed, it is kind of heading up somewhat there. Gotta watch OSTK too, see what we get there. But yeah, so far, basically break-even day.
All right, guys, I'm back. One of the important things I did there is I felt that we had kind of that turn coming. So instead of trying to rush into trades, trying to let the action happen here so I can pick the trend on the SPY and then kind of start taking down some stocks here. Reheated my coffee, got my mind right.
Yeah, I'm going to go
ahead
grab
and watch this and and get on it.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna go grab some coffee myself, so I'll be right back, guys.
Go for it, brother. All right, guys. One of the things I want to show you guys is that you see that we're not trying to overextend ourselves. Even John, after he got some losses, he didn't go and then try to just jump in there with double the sizing to make the money back. Try your best to stick to your system. Don't be happy about realized or unrealized. Try to stick to the system. You got this, guys. I believe in y'all. All right, there you go. AMAT looking like it's trying to break down here, guys. Saw the shorts come in there at 75 and 76.
All right. Got myself some iced cold brew, Starbucks.
There you go. I want to see if AMAT here can bounce to 76 and get above it. If it doesn't, I'll go ahead and I'll take a short here.
I was looking for the fake out fade there, actually, for SQ. Just didn't get it, and especially with the SPY turning around. Maybe I'll look for a bounce back on SQ.
Yeah, super quick reject there.
What's up, chat? How's everybody doing today? Yeah, I like the OSTK range, too. All right, there's 68s. Gonna look for maybe 500 shares on SQ if we get a bounce up there.
More shares coming in on AMAT. 9,900 shares at 50.70. Not gonna lie, getting interested.
And AMAT?
Yeah.
Nice, Caleb. Hey, nice work, brother. Congrats, man. Good job. Let's win this thing. Oh, man. Oh, let's win this thing, guys.
Good work, kid. There's another push for the SPY. Giving this a second, guys. Not trying to overextend myself, waiting for the move here. Because if the SPY just shoots through that 340, you know, AMAT's just going to follow it. So, there you go. Another rejection off that level.
All right, I'm going to jump in another little small position on SQ here. Going to try to add another 300 on any bounces back up, and if it doesn't, I'm just going to hold the rest. Actually, I might add another. So I'm in with 400 shares. I think that's actually a little bit better.
All right, guys, taking a shot here. And on AMAT, going to risk off of 50.81s.
Try to scale into a little bit more with SQ here. All right, here's quick move, but quick rejection back down. Now I'm risking off of this 82 level, so my risk is like 14 cents. So relatively small, actually. If we get a little bit better entry, I'll add another 200 here.
If I can see the SPY drop here to 320s, I might add here. If not, just hold towards that 80 risk right now. There you go, 324s. Just want to see the SPY turn to a 15-minute red candle on this.
Look at ENPH today, man. That one just ripped up today.
Yeah. That one has a big range. Big range.
Ugh. Never got the full sizing here, unfortunately, with SQ, but got some gains here.
All right, let's give it a shot here. See what happens.
Yeah, I'll throw you up. You probably got bigger size than me.
Yeah, I got 1,000 shares.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw you up. I mean, I'm up right now. You see, I'm up $25, but I'll throw a bitch up.
SPY testing up again.
There's 60s. We need that really breakdown under the $0.50 for this one. That's going to be the big level. We get the breakdown under the $0.50. We could get down to like 20s. So that's what I want to see with SQ specifically is the breakdown under the $0.50. Just took a little bit too large of sizing at the open. I don't mind scaling into it, or maybe I'm taking too small of sizing now. It's probably what I'm doing. We get close to break even. There we go. I could probably add a little bit more to this one. Bids at 66 though. Not a favorable place to add. Maybe up to 70s I'll add a little bit.
Right, there's a SPY going to 320. I want to see that drop to the VWAP. Or a big trader get back into this at 50-70.
All right, there we go. All right, adding a little bit more here, in with 200 shares now. Or added another 200 shares, so I'm in with 600 shares total now. This is where I like risking off of, like I said, I'm risking off of that 82 level. So if we get over that, I just got to bail out of it for a small loss.
All right, guys, 2 more minutes for the next 15-minute candle on the SPY. I'm really paying attention close to that. Don't want it to open higher, want it to open lower, and then go back and test VWAP.
All right, so I added another 200 here, so I'm in with 800 shares now total of this one. See if we get a rejection back down to that 59.60 level at least. Should be beneficial for me. And ideally, like I said, we want to see a breakdown under the $0.50. It did build up some 59.60 support there. But, yeah, we'll see what happens.
If we can crack these 70s, we can get down to 60 for sure. There's a pushback there, guys. It's not trying to crack that 70s, so gotta hang tight right now.
All right, we did get a squeeze up to 75. Now we're at 72s again. But it's all small in the grand scheme of things. We're just going to look for a flush. I like the risk above it now. It's a very self-evident risk.
All right, 1 more minute on the 15-minute for the 15-minute candles.
70s, not bad. 69s. Man, I got this dumb song that my wife was listening to stuck in my head. It's still stuck in my head, man. Let's catch up on the chat.
There you go. Pressure coming my way, guys. There you go. What's happening to the SPY, guys? Look at that on the 15-minute. Just got underneath 320. I want the next candle to open up. I want it to open up lower, head towards the VWAP. That's going to show confirmation in my AMAT trade, and I can take bigger sizing on the breakdown.
What would I say my win percentage is? My win percentage is probably anywhere between 65-70%. I don't know. I have to look at it.
All right, next candle opened up sideways. Don't want to see it break out through the 325. Want it to head towards 306. There you go. Looking good for us here. Nice. SPY
Yeah,
doing
that
the
looks
same
good
thing
for you,
I'm
brother.
looking for, guys.
Yeah,
I'm
that looks
looking for the
solid.
SPY to get to the VWAP here. Push down towards the VWAP, and let's see how the volume absorbs there.
Yeah, a little bit of bounce there. We'll see if it holds down. SPY bouncing. That's probably going to drag this one back up. Yep, there it goes. But yeah, I mean, all this is relatively insignificant to me. Like these small time swings. OSTK is actually right up to the VWAP now. That one actually looks interesting here.
All right, guys, got to give this a shot to get back down to VWAP, the SPY. If it just rips up here, we'll more than likely get stopped out. But if it does break down here, we can get a nice gain. Let's go ahead and stay with it. Look for that 60 to break down here.
Yeah, my level 2 on Tefs is acting a little funny.
SPY creating that inverse hammer look and kind of
Oof.
doji. We
Out.
don't want it to rip up here.
I got out. It squeezed up. So what was that? What was on SQ? $55 loss. Insignificant.
Yep.
Oh man. OSTK was a nice fade though. Kind of bummed out I didn't take it, but
All right, guys, 75, above 75, and we'll get out of here. Only risking $30 on this trade. It's pushing up, and it's not following the plan here.
so Mitch's chart is up here. So you see Mitch's chart. This is Mitch's chart. This is my chart, right? I'm down $150, which in the grand scheme of the competition is very small. Like I said though, today I don't really see much I like, so I'm trying to take it slow. Not push too hard today because again, just not seeing too much I actually like in the market right now. Maybe we'll get some better action later on, but it's almost 10 o'clock already. And so, you know, it is what it is. I mean, I'm just taking it slow today, guys. There's no reason to go crazy. I'm just taking a few trades, see what we get. Maybe I got faked out with SQ there, but, you know, just trying to take it slow. Yeah, I got faked out, unfortunately. I probably should have held it to my risk, which was at exactly where it tested my risk and then got rejected back down, unfortunately. But again, I mean, if we look at the SPY here, guys, the SPY is just sideways completely.
There you go. Look at the SPY, 15-minute. Oh, new candle opened up at 320, created resistance, came back to 306. Looking good for me, guys. Looking for the big share trader to jump in here now so that I could add with him. Now we need to see the SPY break through 300. We get the SPY to break through that 300, we'll get a nice clean breakdown.
And with 200 shares of SQ, maybe I'm forcing this one. It just keeps setting up for a fake out fade, and I think I'm frustrated. Maybe I got squeezed out at 80 or so. I got faked out a little bit there, so I'm taking a small trade. Maybe gonna look to scale into it, just because it still looks good, to be honest. That's my issue. Gonna take it with an 80. I like this double or triple top at 82, so I'll probably give myself an 82-cent risk, which is a 20-cent risk. Not bad.
All right, guys, it doesn't want to
10-cent
break
risk, I'm
down
sorry.
here, guys. We're getting another bounce here. We got to hang tight to our break-even rate now at VWAP. When you don't want it to break, it's tried to break down 2 or 3 times now. Created a triple bottom at 50.65. So this bounce is expected towards the VWAP. We don't want it to get above VWAP and hold now.
And remember, guys, I know you guys see me trading small. It's because today I'm trading small. First day of the competition, I'm not going to go super crazy, and I really suggest you all do the same. I think that trading small today is completely fine. You know, you have $12,000 in max loss during this competition. And so what does that tell you is that you can trade small for a few days as long as you trade. You can trade small for a few days, get your feet wet, get used to the platform, get ready to start kind of taking some swings as you observe the leaderboards and as you kind of get ready to actually give it a shot. But for now, I'm trading small. And yeah, we don't have to take any crazy risks today, guys. That's not the goal. The goal is to wait for the leaderboards to come out and just try to find favorable setups is really the goal here. Shop, view on bounce. I'll take a look. It's got to drop a little bit for a view on bounce. Yeah, I'm getting squeezed up on this one as well. There you go. Broke my risk out of SQ. Maybe forced that last one there. But, yeah, I mean, with the SPY being choppy like it is, it's just tough, guys. I'm going to wait for some different stocks aside from SQ. OSTK has been fading over and over and over again, so maybe I should have attacked that one. But yeah, guys, if you look in the chat, if you want to use the same platform that Mitch and I use, the TEPS platform.
Nailing in here, 2,000 shares now.
But yeah, if you want to use the same platform as us, go check out the link I posted in the chat. Here, I'll delete that one and post it again just so it's right here. Actually, here, yeah. Some big benefits for traders are included in these packages, right? You get 14K in buying power with the base package. There's no PDT rule. You can day trade as much as you want for pretty cheap. You can actually short stocks on there. The commission is super legit, one of my favorite platforms. And you can also get a trading course, access to their chat room, and a demo account to trade with for a few weeks, and all of that is included with the bundle package, with the intro package. It's $350, so it's super cheap, and it's one of the ways new traders can get started for cheap. And so if you want to check them out, there's the link in the chat.
All right, guys, in here with a good 2,000 shares, average is 50.69. The hold right now is 72, so only risking 3 cents on this trade with 2,000 shares. That's why I took it, guys. So now I'm in a great position, got in a position where I feel I have a great entry. I have the right risk to reward. If this does break down, I should make at least $200 on this trade. So I'm going to go ahead and hold here, see if it breaks the 65s. If it comes back up and breaks the high here that it's created multiple times, then we'll just get out.
That's right.
Giving myself a shot here, because if this breaks down through the 60s, we're going to get down to the 55s, and I'll be able to get a nice 15, 20-cent gain on 2,000 shares.
That's right.
Here's the push up to 70s. Just don't want to see 70s hold, and then 72s, 73s.
It's the competition account, so I think it's a demo account, yeah, but it's a competition account. So we're actually a part of a competition called the World Series of Day Trading that's going on right now. So that's what we're using.
I think the big things here is going to be at 11 if we can crack 300.
Nice, Adrian. Hey, nice work, brother. Way to bounce back, man. Congrats, bro. Yeah, SQ squeezed up.
Good job, Adrian.
Just sideways market, man. Unfortunate. I mean,
It's the SPY, man.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm looking at. The SPY's just super sideways. So just gonna wait. I mean, OSTK is not bad, but it's faded off the VWAP. I'm gonna start getting skeptical of fades after it's done it so much.
All right, got to be really quick here to get off the trade if it goes against me. You know, one of the things is you want to set yourself in the trade with that big sizing, but then you got to hold to your risks. There's no need to let it test above your risk when you're starting to jump in there and take your swing. guys. Gonna get a little closer view here. So this is what I'm talking about, guys. So we had this down move. We bounced up here. Down move, bounced up here. Down move, bounced up here. We can't let it jump out through that 50, 75. It's okay if it gets shorted right here in the 70s, 71s.
Hey, appreciate the sub, Bones. Welcome to the team, brother. Appreciate it, man.
There's a nice rejection there off 50, 71. So don't want to see 73s get up there. Hang in tight, guys. Hang in tight.
Yep. Yeah, I just got my feet wet a little bit today.
73s showing up here. You see if this volume is going to fill here, guys.
How's everybody doing so far in the competition? Talk to us, guys. How's everybody doing? Good day, bad day? Anybody out yet? Anybody made a few thousand yet? Let us know, guys. Let us know in the chat. Look at OSTK rip down there, man. Just ripping down for OSTK. I might look at AMD too if it bounces back up to 97, and then I could risk off of O3. So very tight 6-7 cent risk for AMD. I might watch that one too.
All right, would love to see it push down here. There you go. Now at least I have a great high to go off of. Good measurement of risk. Let's let the trade work here. SPY going down to 306. I need that to break 300. Looking for the next 15-minute candle to open lower and push on that 300.
Yeah, Matt, that's a very subjective question. It really depends on the person. So yeah, some people are going to do better with one screen. Some people are going to do better with 8 screens. You know, I have 3, but I mean, it's all subjective. It all depends. I mostly have 3 so I can manage the YouTube at the same time. So it all depends. Nice.
Definitely have to agree with that. Some people can handle more information. Some people can't.
Nice, Joseph. Mr. G, don't stress it, bro. Master. Yeah, I mean, tough day for me too. Don't stress it, Cat. You're out, Mr. Bell. Don't stress it, brother. Point is to have fun in these, man. That's the real goal here, is just to have fun. That's why you might see me overtrade a little bit more in these competitions, but I'm just having to have fun here.
All right, guys, I need about 1:20 left for that next 15-minute candle here. So looking to see if we can break through the 300s on the SPY here. That's really, I think, the key towards even this stock that I'm trading right now. Seeing MU rip out there with some good volume. Got to be careful with this one.
Is SPWR tradable? Somebody's asking in the chat here. Yeah. It's tradable.
$30 seconds.
OSTK ripping down. Again here. Man, that last fade probably would have worked out really, really well.
There's a SPY heading towards 305s.
Yep.
We need the next candle to open lower and head towards 300. That's going to confirm my trade.
Yeah, I'm in SQ with a super small position. Maybe I'm forcing this one a little bit too much. Like I said, the goal here is just to keep it small. I'm probably down like 250 or 300 after commissions today. So I'm just trading small today, guys, which is my plan all along. You know, you'll see me take some bigger swings tomorrow as long as the market actually gives me that opportunity. You know what I mean? Like, as long as we get like a trend in the market.
All right, guys, getting a little spike here as they hit 300. Got to hold towards the high right here.
Yeah, because if you look at the SPY, it's just one of the, honestly, to be honest, it's one of the worst days for us day traders in the market right now with how the SPY is acting. The SPY is just very obvious range, completely sideways, super difficult to trade overall, especially if you're trading mid and high cap stocks that follow the overall market.
All right, there's 73 showing up here, guys. I can't let big share size fill here.
Big bounce in the SPY. So we got, it's right up to 315.
Yep. I'm out.
Don't stress. Or don't worry about it. I'm going to try not to say don't stress. I know somebody told me that don't stress is like the wrong word choice for it.
Yeah.
So
It's a negative on a negative,
Right.
so doesn't really.
right.
There's a little squeeze there, guys. That's why I got out. Not too bad. Still up on the day, just not up much.
Yeah, it's a difficult day, man.
I gave myself a shot there. If that broke down, I would have got another 200. Would be up about $300, $400. So it really comes down to it. Missing the first two VWAP fades. That's that right there. I mean, I could be sitting up $600, $800 and not have to even be here. So that's how it is sometimes. You miss your setups. You got to take other trades.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just a tough day to trade overall. I think that you know, it's just one day in. We got a lot of time, a lot of buying power, big max loss, and so anything we make today's just kind of my easing into a day. We'll go hard a little bit later, but right now I'm just trying to ease into it, get used to you know, kind of the vibe of the competition. See what the leaderboards are really at. You know, like that's really the next step is to see what the leaderboards are at. Because like what I'm down today, I might be down $200-300. It's insignificant in the grand scheme of the competition. You know, you'll always be able, considering how large, even your daily max loss of 3,500, considering how big that is, you're still gonna have time to actually take some swings and be right back in the competition, even if you didn't do well today. And so, my advice for everybody is just to be okay with today, ease into it. No need to go crazy today. It is what it is. You know, market's not super favorable. It's been really choppy, honestly, most of the day. And so, not a ton of great movement from most of these mid and high cap stocks. Mostly sideways action. Roku breaking out. Let me see. OSTK, honestly, the best opportunity today, in my opinion, was probably OSTK. Yeah, the SPY sucked today, man, for 100%. Absolutely.
Yeah,
The SPY's just rough.
it's all about the meeting.
The meeting's
It's
tomorrow,
all
though,
about
huh?
the meeting. That's what it is, dude.
Yeah,
Everyone's holding their money.
yeah.
When everyone's holding their money, I mean, nothing's gonna really move here, guys.
Right.
We move because of bigger traders, really. It's not. It's usually not someone in our chat room. Let's just put it that way.
All right, SPY is ripping up here, and so I'm gonna be very weary of SQ here, and hold it maybe to 92 or so. I think I'm kind of beating a dead horse here with SQ. I think I'm just trading it a little bit too much. The setup looks good, and you know, like I said, it's a tough process because I'm not used to being able to trade this much and not worry about it as much, if that makes sense. And so, you know, I got to get used to it today. But tomorrow's a brand new day, fresh day, insignificant amount of P&L today. And so there's a reason I traded small today, and tomorrow's a brand new day.
Yep.
Maybe we'll trade Power Hour today, guys. We'll see. We'll see. Yesterday I did okay in Power Hour. I actually rebounded in Power Hour, but yeah, don't stress it, Daniel. SPY's up to 334. Maybe we'll finally get the SPY to pick a direction. Even if I stop out of this trade, I just prefer the SPY to actually go somewhere. You know, when it's sideways like this, it's just difficult, you know. Speaking of that, maybe I'll get my wish here and get stopped out. SPY's up to 333 though, so the SPY's starting to get up there.
Yup, it didn't break down, man. It said no, no, no.
Not today. Not today, sir.
Nope. Gotta be quicker than that.
Yeah. Not today, sir. But yeah, we'll see.
You got to be, man. So glad I ain't fighting NAMAT here. Would be down about what would we be down? $200 instead of cutting the loss early, knowing that we should have had the breakdown there. Didn't get it. Got the squeeze back up. Got myself out of the position before some more danger.
Yeah. And I think
I like my ad. At the end of the day, I did limit the risk with that ad.
I think that you see me trading a bunch here today too, and I think that what you really got to realize is like you might see me like, oh, $250, such a big loss, but really like that's tiny in the grand scheme of things. Like the reason you see me trading like this in the small size is because none of these are really A+ setups, and I'm just trying to preserve my account. And if I have the urge to trade, I'm going to trade small because I'm not super confident in any direction right now, especially with the SPY. And so that's why you see me kind of taking $50 loss, $40 loss, is because I'm just kind of trading small here. And like I said, $250 is an insignificant amount in the total of this competition, because the competition is all about making as much money as you can, and I have a $12,000 max loss in this competition, $12,000, and then I have a $3,500 daily max loss, and so $250, I'm not gonna cry about that. We'll see. I like the risk level that I have now at 59.90. I like this level now, this risk level up here, and if we can maintain that, great. If not, whatever. The point is that I'm not risking my account today. Yeah, OSTK #1 draft pick. That's right. Scalping TVIX all day. Yeah, you're just essentially scalping the SPY when you do that. And I mean, yeah, that works a lot of the time for sure. It just depends. I prefer to do it when it's super volatile. But with the SPY showing such an obvious range today, I could easily see how you could scalp the TVIX and just profit from it. You know what I mean? Because the SPY is just super obvious range today. Up, down. Basically up, down, up, down, up, down. And so just very, very obvious range in the SPY. And so with that, you know what I mean? Like you're going to be able to short it at the top, cover it around the bottom a ton of the time. Now I'm just hoping this kind of triangle breaks down on the downside for SQ here. I might take 1 or 2 more swings today, and then I'm going to, try to limit myself for the rest of the day.
Come on, SPY, do something.
See if it breaks on the upside. I mean, I'm in SQ, and so regardless, if it breaks on the upside, it's not going to be good for me. But like I said, even if it does, I mean, I'm not going to be upset because this is such a small position, and I would just prefer to stock the SPY to pick a direction so we get some better opportunities here. because I have no conviction in any of these trades I'm taking. And I probably shouldn't take them all together, but I'm trading them so small that it doesn't matter. But at this point, I just wanted to see the SPY do something and not stay sideways, man. It's just sideways, dull, boring
There you
day.
go, Masher. Where to find a positive and a negative. One of the things I love to hear about, guys. A lot of times with a broker, you're going to have the positives and the negatives. Master is saying that the main thing that saves me is that half of the Momo stocks aren't tradable on TEFs.
Yep.
So half of those hugely volatile stocks that most of the time you lose on, you're not having even an ability to trade those. I think that can be a big positive. Save your account for the trades that seem more kind of readable, not so volatile, and you're able to make some money from it.
That's right. And yeah, if anybody wants to use the same platform as us, it's a great way to help support the channel. We live stream every single day for free on YouTube. And if you want to help support us, you can check out the same platform as us. There's some huge benefits for new traders. The platform's great. There's no PDT rule, so you can day trade as much as you want with the funded account program. And like I said, you can short anything that's tradable. So it's one of the ways that new traders specifically can short stocks. Most of the time, they need a margin account, which is really expensive. And to be honest, guys, I think most new traders are going to lose their account regardless. But I think that this is one of the cheaper ways to get started trading, be able to short stocks with no PDT rule, and actually day trade with a solid platform. There is a commission split of 70, or a profit split of 70-30, and it operates like a prop firm. And so there's a $700 max loss, but it comes with $14K in buying power with their base package. And there's a $700 max loss, but you're only paying $350 for it, so you're getting twice as much. And I think that makes a ton of sense for new traders. And again, it's one of the ways new traders can get started for cheap. Most of the time, new traders deposit thousands into a regular broker. And let's be honest, most of the time they lose that. This is one of the cheaper ways to get started, and I think it just makes a ton of sense risk-reward wise for new traders. And so if you want to check them out, there's the link. If you want to help support our channel, great way to help support us. Like I said, it's the same platform and broker that Mitch and I use every day. If you look at Mitch's screen here, this is the platform. I'm using Thinkorswim for charts just because that's my preference. But if you look at Mitch's screen, this is the TEFS platform that comes with the funded account. And so it's a solid platform, there it is right
Definitely,
there. So it's
guys.
a really solid platform.
Gives me the ability to short these stocks like I have, go long on certain stocks. And that's what I like to do, guys. I don't want to be limited. And that's definitely what TradeNet helps me out on. It helps me on being not limited just to longs or to shorts. I'm able to take both sides of the trade.
Yep.
Huge benefit.
That's right.
SPY still not trying to do anything. I'm gonna put the SPY on an hourly chart, and I'm not taking a trade unless it breaks these ranges.
Honestly, it's just a nasty day for the SPY, man. It's just sideways, just
Disgusting.
yeah, yeah. It's just a tough day, man. And it's one of those days where I always say, like, you don't have to trade, right? You don't have to trade.
Yeah.
It's one of the ways, like, I know myself as a trader that I want to trade every day, especially if I'm live streaming. And so when I do that, that's why you see me trading with 200, 300 shares today, because I understand that none of these are A-plus setups. None of these are really A-plus setups. None of these are super favorable for me. And so what do I do to mitigate risk is I trade small. And I trade small, and if I take a $50 loss, I'm okay with that, because in the grand scheme of the entire competition, today's losses are insignificant. The goal here is to not risk too much and to not lose my account trading a really choppy market. And like, that's what I'm doing today. So that's what you see me doing. That's why you see me trading small, not taking a lot of risk. I know we had a few people making fun of me for trading small on the first day of the competition, even with the demo account. But I think that was the right move today, especially considering how the SPY and the overall market has acted today. It's just sideways.
Yep.
All right, Jared. Nice work, brother. I'm seeing Jared in the Discord. All right, so we're going to pull back on SQ here. I'm trying to nail SQ. OSTK is starting to bounce back. I'm trying to nail SQ here. Etsy actually has been really strong. And Etsy, if you want to look at a stock that's been maintaining a solid trend for the most part, look at Etsy. It's actually been maintaining above the VWAP, bouncing off of the VWAP numerous times. And so Etsy doesn't look bad. It's ripping up now, breaking highs. And so there is that, but it doesn't look that bad. I'm also looking at AMD. If we could ever get the pullback to the VWAP at 96, it needs to drop about, or it needs to bounce another 9 or 10 cents. All right, ripping SQ here. Like I said, I'm going to risk off of this 92 level. But it's just the range is just there, you know.
Jared. Yeah, that square. That's a tough one today.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that bad. I mean, I've been trying to trade it. The trend line's been moving up. Maybe that's my issue here, but I've been trading it small because I can tell like I want to trade because I'm streaming, and so I just trade it small. And if I take a bunch of little losses on it, maybe I'm being stubborn with it. But again, I'm trying to look at the big picture of the market. All right, the SPY's up to 334, and so the SPY's actually right up there. We might be breaking highs here. The high of the day is 38. We're at 37. Here we go. We might get that break here. I might jump out of this.
On it.
Maybe watch the TVIX to rip down. Maybe we'll look at the TVIX to rip down if the SPY breaks highs here.
Looking like it is.
Yeah.
Down there to the low. I want to see big extension from that breakout, guys. Not a small one. Not a touch.
So SPY's up. Broke highs real quick. Pulled back. All right, SPY pulled back, couldn't hold. I'm looking at AMD too here though. Like if AMD can get to the VWAP, I might take a position and just set a tight risk and just kind of hang out with that one. But it's got to bounce up another 9 or 6 cents, or 6 to 9 cents. I don't know why I said that. Yeah, SPY's just boring. What's up, Haley? SPY pulling all the way back here. All right, so here's the sideways movement in SQ as well. After having an uptrend, putting in higher lows. Here's SQ turning back now.
At least we got a triple top on the hourly chart for the
Look
SPY.
at the SPY, man. The SPY goes back up there.
Triple
I mean,
chart.
we can't even be
Triple top.
surprised because look at the SPY, man. Yeah, we
Yeah,
can't even be
triple top,
surprised.
Right, but back at it.
Yeah.
Literally just triple topped. Right there at the 39s. It's like, nope, fooled you.
Yep.
Made you look.
Gotcha. Yeah.
It's
But, I mean,
incredible.
it's just one of those days, you know.
Yeah. It's one of those days where, unless we're seeing movement, saving capital has always looked like a better day.
Yep.
When then losing it.
I'm trading small. That's why you see me take, even though I have $12,000 max loss, you see me trading with 300 shares, 400 shares in this competition. Because again, today is just a dull, boring day. SPY sideways, very tight range, very obvious range, breaking lows, or never breaking highs or lows, really. And so you see me just trade small today, guys. Just trade boring, small trading, you know. I'm down around $200, insignificant amount relative to the competition's max loss guidelines. And so I'm just hanging out today, man.
Yeah.
SQ's looking better, though. Maybe add a little bit to SQ if we get a bounce up here. I might add a little bit to it. Take a little bit of a swing here. Add about another 200 shares to this one. And with a total position size of 500 now, ultimately looking for that drop down to 50 here. Don't mind adding a little bit more up to 76 and then maintaining that triple top that it has up there is my risk too. We'll see if we get it though. $72s. Like I said, up to 76 is where I don't mind adding to. Yeah, right. Indecision is what it is all it is, man. It's just indecision. Daniel. Is what it is. I mean, there's always some indecision sometimes in the market, but all right, I added another 200 to my position, ended up with 700 now. I mean, there's the SPY back up to the highs.
Woo! Apple ripped out there.
Yeah, there's the SPY back up to the highs, man. It just broke 339
Yeah, I'm seeing
here.
the squeezes come now.
Yeah, so I got to watch out for this one.
Yeah, I took my eye off of everything. I came back and I saw everything kind of push.
Yeah, my hand's over the cover button because if this thing rips, I'm not trying to get caught in it. It's got to break highs. This is the closest the SPY's been to breaking highs, though. It pulled right back up to the highs. There we go.
It's incredible, the movement today.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's just kind of sitting, waiting. Like, is the SPY gonna break it? Is it actually gonna do it? Nope, it's not. Is the SPY gonna break highs? Nope, it's
Like
not.
sitting ducks. Like sitting ducks, man.
Yeah,
We're
man.
just ducking around here.
Yep.
Just a little ducking around here, guys.
There's 69, so it's looking a little bit better.
Little ducky. Ducky duck
68s,
kind of day.
44s. 65s. Oh, there's a little bit. 60s. 64s.
Go. Looking good.
I took about half off there. Still holding 400 shares.
Can't blame you. Just hold the rest, break even.
Yeah, I'm just hanging out, man.
'Cause it's either going to swing and squeeze on you or it's going to really break down here. At
Yep.
least I feel.
I mean, the SPY's right around the highs still. It's at 336, so
Can we get a quadruple top?
yeah. Honestly, it's probably more likely than not at this point, really.
Yeah, it's at this point, it's like, come on, like, decide. The reason why is that it moves up to the resistance with no volume. We should
Right.
get more volume as the breakout happens, not less volume. There you go, pushing a little bit, 343. She's trying.
Hey, it broke. There it goes. It broke the highs. It did it. The SPY broke the highs. I mean, I'm in the opposing direction on SQ, but I mean, I've already taken profits, so
Yep.
little baby trade.
There you go. 350, finally. Let's see if it holds the 50s. That's going to be the key here, guys. Good job taking profits, John.
Yeah, about to get out here if it squeezes up anymore. Still about break even on the trade, but SPY ripping up here. Like I said, I'm actually kind of not happy about the trade going against me, but at least the SPY is picking a direction for us today, guys, because that's what everybody's been waiting on. It's just the SPY to pick a direction. I'm
At
gonna
least
hold.
let me know where you're going.
Yeah.
has to hold above 350, not use that as a resistance. That's what I'm seeing right now, guys.
Super close to getting out of this one, but it completely. We're still holding 400 shares of SQ. Might as well let it work here.
Yeah.
OSTK is back around the lows. I appreciate the stub, Stefan. Welcome to the team, bro. What's up, Bergs? Yeah, SQ's still not looking, terrible. I'm only on with 400 shares. I think I'm gonna let the rest work, see if we can get like a full breakdown down to like 59.30, and I don't mind doing that. I appreciate the sub, Chris. Welcome to the team, bro. Remember, guys, hit that subscribe button. We day trade live on stream every single day, showing you all aspects of our trading. We trade the open live for free on YouTube every single weekday. And so if you appreciate that content, hit the subscribe button right now, guys. Show your support, show your love for our channel here. Hit that sub button. All right, there's the breakdown I was originally looking for. All right, I'm going to get out another half there. I'm still holding 200 of SQ. There's the breakdown. Finally, man.
There you go. Put the stop. Leave it.
Yeah, I'm going to hold the rest.
Because if the spot comes back down and breaks 300, the square is going with it.
Yeah. Just a break-even day, really, for my competition, which is fine.
Yeah, the SPY is so choppy today, guys.
The SPY is just playing nonsense games.
Playing games, even if you're trading it on a 1 minute or watching it on a 1 minute, your heart must be all over the place today.
Yep.
That's why I don't mind trading stocks on 1 minute, but I don't like looking at the overall market in a 1 minute because it just fakes you out too much.
Yeah, I mean, it all depends on how long you're actually planning on holding your trades. You know what I mean? So, like, if you're planning on holding your trades, a minute, then, long-term charts are insignificant. But if you're planning on, holding your trades for like 15, 20 minutes, then long-term charts are definitely more important. So it all depends on how long you're holding the specific stock, how long you're planning on trading, like what your trade style is, I guess. Appreciate the sub today. Welcome to the team, guys. Appreciate the sub, Chris. HA. Welcome, guys. Welcome.
What a change in momentum.
Yeah, man. It's just playing games. That's why I'm trading small today, guys. You might say, "Oh, John, you've got $12,000 in loss, or you have a $12,000 max loss in this account. Why don't you trade larger?" Because the SPY is playing games. If I was going to trade big today, it would be a little bit worse move.
James put in, I never watched the SPY in a 1 minute. That's fine.
Yeah.
He's seen it. He's seen it. I've showed it to him live. It just has a tendency, especially if you're going to be trying to take, range trades. You got to understand the range. What's looking interesting right here, guys? UWT hanging out at the VWAP. Looking like a fade here. It's tried to break out 1, 2, 3 times there at 1395s. It's starting to look really interesting here. Wanted to let it test right here, try it up there to break that 1395, and if it can't, we can jump in it.
There's 54s for SQ. $53s. I'm gonna let the rest of these go though. See if we get that breakdown under the $50 of 50. I think that's the big level. Right now with SQ, really I'm about break even, which is fine. We'll see if we get the breakdown under the $50. The next step is 40 here. Let me delete this trend line. All right, and that's a big if we can actually break that.
SPY still playing games, guys.
Right. I mean, I kind of agree with what Todd says. I mean, like I said, if you're just scalping, looking at the 5 minute of the SPY is just going to fake you out over and over again, you know? And so it just depends on your trading style. And that's what, like, your time frame should depend on your trading style, you know? Getting a bounce up. I could short into SQ here at 75. We'll see.
Same thing for me. I could short into UWT here, but I want to let it bounce. It didn't bounce. It just flushes here. Oh well.
'64s. I mean,
Another top created at 340. Just not the day. I'm about to call it quits. It's just the way that the SPY is reacting is garbage trading.
uh, so I was talking to my wife. I'm back. But yeah, guys, I think today's actually a really great lesson on following the overall market. Like, I know when Mitch and I did classes live, we had a few classes on this, and you have to understand what the market does, right? And when you get a market like this, a few key indicators that let you know that it's a choppy market. The first one is that it's chopping over and under the VWAP continuously, over the VWAP, under the VWAP, over the VWAP, under the VWAP, right? When a stock picks a trend and picks a direction and isn't as choppy, it's going to actually stay in above the VWAP or below the VWAP. If it's in an upward trend, it's going to maintain above the VWAP, and if it's in a downward trend, it's going to maintain below the VWAP. Take Etsy today as an example. If you look at Etsy, what did Etsy do all day? It maintained above the VWAP, and it continuously bounced at the VWAP and stayed up, right? That's an example of a stock that isn't as neutral as the SPY is today. Or you can look at something like OSTK, for instance. OSTK, although it's been a little choppy some of these times, it's still maintaining below the VWAP, and so it's less neutral. It's below the VWAP, maintaining a downward intraday trend. But then if you look at the SPY again, what do you see? You see choppiness. You see crosses over and under the VWAP all day, and that tells you it's basically a neutral, choppy, worse day for day traders, basically. And that's what we're getting. And so it is what it is. Goal of today is just to protect your account, at least for me. Not take any crazy risks and just take it slow. Oh, man. Yeah, little dull. Like I said, not one of those days where I'm trying to push and go crazy.
Yeah, not exciting at all.
Yeah, boring. Kind of sucks though, because it's like it's the first day of the competition. Let's do this. We're gonna win. Yes.
I mean, with the Fed meeting, it always happens. We have this pullback of volume. People get to this point where they're just waiting for the news.
Oh man, it's like, yeah, we're gonna do this. We're gonna win. Time to win the competition. Let's do it. And then it's just kind of dull, boring, sideways. It's kind of a buzzkill. Everybody knows it, but hey, it's a good lesson in trading. Remember, the goal here is to learn how to trade, and You got to learn how to trade choppy markets too, I guess, which is basically don't trade them is the way to trade them.
Or take your profits and run.
Right, or scalp, you know. Right. Yeah, I come in to win too, and nothing's happening. Boring, guys.
I don't come to take part. I come to take over.
I don't come to take part. I come to take profits. All right. So what's up, team? What's up, guys?
I feel you, Cat. I'm on the GUR game too.
Yeah, man.
Think we all are. The real key here is just being patient.
Right.
Patience is going to be better.
Patience
I
is
gave
gonna
myself
win
a shot. I'm up $20. Not going to go ahead and just throw it in money just to throw it out there, just to put it out there. I'll wait for the moment where I see stocks following patterns, when I see momentum, and then you guys are going to see me throw in the market. That I don't mind.
Right.
Like I always talk about, you feeling on point, you seeing on point, it's okay to take some chances. Now, if you're not feeling good, you're feeling emotional, patterns aren't meeting up with what you need, price action not following what you're expecting, it's okay to get out. It's okay to control your capital and take it to another day. That trader that takes it to another day could be on top of his game or her game the next day. And next thing you know, boom, they're seeing the patterns, they're seeing the price action, and they're nailing it.
Right.
You must be like Wata. Wata. My boy.
Oh, whoa, man, I just now saw this. Squeezed up on SQ. What did the market do? The market didn't even do that much. I'm going to short into this then. We got a quick bounce to the VWAP for a fake out fade. I'm going to short into it, see if we get a quick drop back down.
Apple. Head and shoulders pattern on Apple. I'll be right back, guys.
All right, brother. All right, well, there we go. Not a bad little fake out fade bounce. I was too busy on my phone to take profits where I probably should have, but see if we get a little bit more of a drop here. I still like it. Only issue is the SPY's kind of creeping back up towards highs. 64s. Back up to 68s, 7s. SPY's ripping back up here. I mean, I don't trust the SPY at all right now, but SPY's ripping back up. All right, I just took another half off there at 62. Still holding 250 shares. Just a quick little scalp, which is what I think you got to do sometimes in this market. That protects me for the rest of this trade. Really like my ad there. My ad was really nice spot up there at like 72 is where I added some size, and we got a rejection right at 75. So
Good work in a tight market, man.
I appreciate it. Yeah, Tefts has a mobile app for Android. It does, actually. Yeah, only for Android though, not for iPhone. I have it on my phone, but not for iPhone. No iOS. It's going all right. Kind of a dull day, junk mail. Kind of a boring day. Sideways SPY. Slight uptrend in the SPY, but mostly sideways, honestly. So kind of dull with these trades. I'm just trying to trade the range now of SQ. That's all I've been doing the last hour or so. Trading small today. Maybe we'll get a better market tomorrow, hopefully, but so far, just been kind of boring day.
UWT looking squeezers to me. Looking like that's trying to squeeze. Had fade potential, but looking like it's not trying to fade there.
I go about getting what, Daniel? Oh, the mobile app? I don't know, man. I don't know. Try looking in the App Store. I don't know if I have a link, but try looking in the App Store for Tefts. Mine is called, let me see what mine is called. Mine is called Tefts Mobile. Look for TEFS Mobile is the mobile app. I don't think there's a web platform. There might be. I don't know.
My man.
All right, all right. I'm not going to say that fifth. I'm not going to say that third one. You know Matthew McConaughey, man. He's trademarked that phrase. If I say that third, all right, then he might, sue me or something, man. Ooh, anybody see that Longhorns LSU game, though, man? Matthew was upset, man. Upset. I was loving it.
There you go, James.
Nice, brother. AMD up there, too. We got to squeeze up. $66. I'm going to keep the rest break even here. Yeah, kind of me too, Cat. I wouldn't really say I'm in the hole at all. I think it's a very insignificant. All right, I'm out. Nope, not out yet. Now I'm out. All right, maybe I got slapped out of there, but not a bad little gain on SQ. Made about $100, about even, right about $100. It's just like I said, it's a dull day. It's sideways SPY. It's just kind of playing games with us today, and so it's just one of those days where not going to take any crazy risk, not going to take any huge sizing. Just going to wait for another better day to take my swings because, the big thing with technical analysis is volume, guys. And maybe I got faked out of that last little bit at SQ. I might be able to take 1,000 share swing on SQ, though, if we get another pop up there. There's the drop. maybe a little bit too late. It was 250 shares anyway, so insignificant.
Yeah, I don't think it's a matter. I mean, you got your chance to break down there at the 59s. Just didn't pop down.
All right,
This
James.
is the SPY. It's the SPY.
Yeah, man. Spy's playing games right now. All right, James. Have a good day, brother. Later, man. Hey, nice work today. I know you were killing it over there, brother. So congrats, man. Nice work today. If we signed up last week, can we still join your team? I know registration's over. If you signed up, I don't know. You'd have to ask. You'd have to ask, man. I don't know. My team's big though. I've got like 700 people in our team, man. So, not saying you shouldn't join our team. I'm just saying, might be too late.
All right, guys. I'm gonna go walk my dog. Yeah, this
Later,
is
bro.
a little boring, so
Yeah.
I'll be back. But just gonna give it some time here.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a
Too slow.
restroom break too. I'll be back too, guys. All right, I'm back. What's up, team? How y'all doing? All right, well, got a few little bounces on SQ I was looking to maybe size back into, but we got to get it up to like 70. I'll take like 500 shares again, which is a big if it actually gets back up there or not. I don't mind it down to this $0.50 range here. I think it's going to come back down to 59.50, and as I say that, look at that drop. Caught it out, but aside from that, I mean, not seeing too much. 。 . . . 。 . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . Thanks, guys. Gonna look, just try to scale into some of this on SQ. ITI, let me look. Too dull for ITI for me, at least. Just not really my style, brother. Alright, I jumped in with 300 shares of SQ on the bounce. See if we get the rejection flush back down to 59.50 here. See if I can get a little bit more share size actually at 62. I don't mind. And with 500 shares, maybe a little bit more. See if we get that drop down to like, I don't know, 50, 59.50 maybe, or 59.40 ideally, but that's a little bit more far-fetched. So we get a little bit of a bigger ad so I can average in. Here's 67s. 69s. So we can add another little 200 there. See if we ever get the rejection back down. If not, I'll just bail out of it. Got to be careful here because we're getting some squeeze action. Got to be very careful here. It squeezed up very, very quick. See if we get a flush back down, but now if it breaks that high, I just got to get out there. 70s. What's my entry here? My entry is 64. Could have been a better entry, I guess, but... $67s. Yeah, I could have gotten a better entry there for sure. That's my biggest problem with this trade, but I could average in a little bit more, but I'm gonna watch the spot here. Man. Kind of a boring day, man. Alright, there's 71s. 73s. I'm going to use this previous high up here as my risk at 77. Got rejected all the way back down there. Now the SQ's playing games. Kind of makes me want to add a little bit more here, honestly, and then just maintain my risk off of that 78 level, but I think I'm just gonna keep that pretty tight as my risk. issue here is that I'm at the top of the range, or I'm in the middle of the range with my entry. All right, here we go. $74s. Like I said, part of me wants to add that 300 there to give myself a little bit better average, but I guess I'm just gonna stay away from it and just hold what I have. See if we get a larger breakdown. 59.50s is the target here. I actually like the fact that I did this because now I can risk off of this high at 78 all day, and if it breaks 78, I can just jump out of it. And so I don't mind that high that it put in there. But let me make sure I'm unmuted. But yeah, but that's what I'm kind of looking at now. I don't mind this high. I can risk off of this level, which is super easy. But we'll give it time. But yeah, I could risk off of this 78 level now. SPY turning back around. That should be good for SQ, I would think. But the SPY is really not following SQ, or SQ is not necessarily following the SPY today, I should say. It doesn't look bad, and I like the rejection play down to 60 or so. But again, I got to risk off of this 78 level here. I think that level makes the most sense. And with how this thing's been squeezing up and down, I just got to be weary of it and jump out if it goes against me here. $72 again. Let me check up on the chat. How y'all doing? Nice. Yeah, a lot of people were saying they were trading Roku today. How's Roku doing? I haven't looked at it. I should have started looking at it once I saw James was trading it. Yeah, look at Roku, man. That thing's squeezed up. Really nice. What's up, bro? I don't know. SPY's still sideways. I'm going to let this last trade go on SQ. If this one doesn't work out, I'm just going to close it down. Just not a great day, not a terrible day, just kind of a so-so day here. A few good trades, a few bad trades, you know. Kind of a dull day overall. There's 75s, 76. Got to get close here. I got to be ready to exit this one. $76. See, I'm going to let this trade go, and then I'm probably going to close the stream down because my wife wants me to go to the gym. And then I'm going to do that Q&A on Facebook a little bit later this afternoon, and we should be posting a recap of our day as well. So that's the plan for today. And yeah, just join our Discord if you haven't. There's 77s. $76, $77s, $78s. Got squeezed hard there. Yeah, I'm done for the day. Just kind of a sideways day, kind of a boring, dull day. 250 loss on the day, so still very, very small. Probably around 300 after commissions. But yeah, that's out of a $12,000 total max loss, so insignificant. Mitch said he said something. Hold on. There you go. I appreciate it, SSE Trader. Yeah, man. Like I said, today was a tough day, but the competition's a $12,000 competition, and so 300 out of 12,000 is insignificant. And the goal here was to trade small, like I did today. The SPY doing what it's doing today just makes it a very tough day to trade overall. And I don't want to kind of take too big of swings today when the SPY is less favorable, that I don't have my account or much equity in my account when the SPY and the overall market is much more favorable. And so the goal for today is just to take it slow, not take any crazy risks, and wait for a better market tomorrow, hopefully. And if not, just going to keep waiting for a good market. That's the goal. That's what I suggest everybody kind of do today.
Guys, hanging tight.
Zach says,
Saw
bro, I'm
two
already
highs
down.
created there at 1402, 1403.
Bro, I'm already down 34,060. Yeah, man. I mean, it is what it is. It's a tough day. You're still good, I wouldn't trade anymore though, Zach, because that's $40 away from your max loss, brother. So just be careful, man. You can always trade another day. Don't take any crazy risks, is my suggestion. Market's just not favorable, guys. I mean, you might be able to find good setups, but for my style of trading, which is specifically like VWAP trading, it all depends on the market picking and solidifying a trend, an intraday trend. And when the market is just crossing over and under the VWAP over and over and over again, it's just not solidifying a trend, which makes it much more difficult to trade, a lot more fake outs, just a tough market to trade overall. And so that's what we get today.
Guys, it's not looking good for me. I can tell you guys at least that. I got the pressure on me. I'm just waiting here, holding to my number, and that's all I can do.
And remember, guys, if you want to use the same platform and broker as Mitch and I, go check out TradeNet. Honestly, their packages are super favorable for new traders. You get 14K in buying power. You get 14,000 to trade with their base package. There's no PDT rule.
All right, guys, ready to get out if I see 1404s show up again.
There's no PDT rule, so you can day trade as much as you want. Pretty cheap commissions if you use small size. It comes with a trading course, access to their chat room, and a demo account, plus the 14K funded account. And it operates like a prop firm. There's a 70-30 split, so you keep 70% of your profits and they keep 30%. You can withdraw once per month. But again, I think the risk reward makes sense. There is a $700 max loss, but you're paying $350 for the package. And so I think it's one of the ways that new traders can get started for extremely cheap without risking a ton of money. Most of the time, new traders deposit thousands into a regular broker. And then let's be honest, most new traders are going to lose their first account. This is a much cheaper way to do it. And like I said, it's $350. It's pretty cheap, all things considered. I think it's just good risk reward for new traders. And it's one of the ways you can ultimately risk less in the market. There's the link right there.
All right, looking for a big drop back to the 90s here. Don't want to see it pushing back into the 14s. Yeah, that's a squeeze right there. Out.
Yeah, don't stress about it.
Not the best fill. Definitely got a bad fill there. I hit it at 1404. It gave me 1407s. But oh well.
Yeah, if it's squeezing up, I mean, that'll happen, brother. All right, guys. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and close it down. Not seeing anything I really like today. Kind of a dull, boring day. We'll see if we get the market to pick a trend tomorrow. Hopefully we do. I'm down 250, small, insignificant. Mitch is down, what? Let's see it. $100.
$100.
Small losses for both of us. And the big thing here is that we're actually still alive to trade tomorrow when the market should hopefully be favorable. It's just a free competition, and so no stress either way. The goal of this, guys, if you're part of my team, remember, the goal of this is to analyze the leaderboards, see what we get, see what we should shoot for tomorrow, and stay alive so we can actually make those swings tomorrow, guys, when the market is hopefully more favorable. So good luck. I hope you guys are killing it. Remember, if you want to check out Trade Ideas, the best scanners in the game by far, I'll post these links. Super customizable dynamic scanners allow you to do a lot of different stuff with them. My favorite thing about these is that you can actually build scans around different strategies that you use. And so, if you know me, you know I have a VWAP fade scanner. There's the link to Trade Ideas. And so I can see anytime a stock crosses over under the VWAP, it does alert me with my VWAP fade scanner. And so it makes sense. There's the link if you want to check them out. And there's a reason all the big time traders use Trade Ideas. And so, you know, if you want to check them out, there's the link.
Yep.
What platform
Definitely
is it?
missed the best trades of the day. Fades on MRO and Oxy. Could have easily been a $600, $700 day. Just missed those trades.
Yeah, man, it happens, brother.
Yep. That's what happens when you hesitate.
All right, guys. But yeah, remember, if you want to join our Discord, you can keep track of us after the streams every day. I'll post this link so you can join our public Discord channel. Completely free. You know, join our public Discord. Let me get the day trading chat. Let me invite people. All right. And so here's the link if you want to join our public Discord. I'll be posting. Yeah, the registration is over, brother, unfortunately. But I'll be posting the leaderboards in our Discord and Facebook a little bit later, guys. So be on the lookout for that. And yeah, guys, good luck for the rest of the day. Let me see. Oh, yeah. Okay, so if they sent you the link to the leaderboards, nice. All right. But yeah, guys, good luck. Mediocre day, but market wasn't giving us too much today, and we're still alive for tomorrow, guys. That's the big thing. So good luck, guys. Have a good day. I'll see you all a little bit later. My wife's yelling at me to leave, so I'll see you guys a little bit later. Remember to hit the subscribe button. We do this live every single day for free on YouTube. We stream this competition, but when this competition's over, we'll also be streaming live for free on YouTube, trading with our live accounts. And so if you want to watch us day trade live every single day, we don't claim to be experts or gurus. We just show you what it's actually like day trading the market. And so if you appreciate that, if you want to watch us again, hit the subscribe button, click the bell to turn on notifications because we go live every single weekday. We'll be streaming every day of this competition and beyond. And so hit that subscribe button right now. Show your support. Click the like button if you appreciate this free content as well, guys. I hope everyone's killing it today in the competition, and if not, I hope you're managing risks. That's the goal here. And so good luck, guys. We'll see you all a little bit later. And yeah, hope everyone had a good day today. We'll see you guys. Huh? Where are you going? All right. All right, guys. Later, guys.